Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. This time we have something pretty awesome. My buddy Digger's actually going to be doing a campaign for us called the Chronicles of the Spheres, I believe is the name of it. We got everybody here tonight except for Big D. He's got some stuff going on, so it'll be just me, Bob, Red, and Tess tonight. Should be a pretty fun time, so we're gonna hop in there and get going, and then Dig will do his intro and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna see what's going on. All right, it's live.
Good afternoon,
Race car.
ladies and gentlemen, or whatever time in YouTube land you are watching this particular video, which is a Tree Sloth production. We are now, we have changed campaigns. Tree Sloth has given us a whiz-banger of a good campaign, but has decided to take a more player-centric role, i.e. his brain couldn't handle any more DMing. So,
Yes,
I am now your guide to the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
how many years of experience do you have DMing, Dig?
Yes.
But yeah,
I'm hoping everybody's going to enjoy the game. I put a lot of thought into it and a lot of plan into what's going to happen and how it's going to play out. I'm expecting there to be a good many, well, can I do this? And then we see what happens. Because that seems to be the way that our group tends to roll. So,
pretty much.
we will enjoy everything that happens. We are unfortunately short one player this evening. Mr. D is is on babysitting sleepover duty, so he will not be joining us tonight. But that is okay, because we will take and we will add him in the next game, which will be next week. Aside from that, I hope everybody enjoys it and enjoys my particular style of storytelling. If you don't, please email Tree Sloth and fuck off. Now, moving on. We've had a little bit of I've run a little small adventure with a couple of the characters in order to take and start to get them where I want them to be. The last two that I needed to, I'm going to take care of here really quick in the beginning, and then we'll get the party together and we'll see what hilarity ensues.
He told me there was candy in the van. There wasn't any candy.
In the cart, man, not in the van. In
The cart.
So, Noah, what are you doing now? You've been given you've been told what's going on. They've told you where you need to start getting to. Please describe your character for the nice folks at home.
Cool. Let me pull it up because I wrote everything down, and then my brain decided, nah, I'm gonna forget it all. I am a clerical hill dwarf, and I'm about 5 feet tall, around 125 years of age, with light skin and piercing blue eyes with silver and white hair. I was informed via a messenger that the High Daughter of Saloon in Neverwinter has been taken. And I am going to head to Neverwinter in an attempt to try to find her because she has a very valuable item for my faith that I need to get back. So I am going to start making my way towards Neverwinter.
As you, the first day or so of your travel, you're about 5 days out of Neverwinter, by the way.
Okay.
And on your way, as you're going along, you, because you do not have a horse, correct?
I'm going to say for the sake of argument that I don't. I'm just, walking it.
If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Yep.
As you are heading down the path, you hear coming up from behind you.
I'm gonna turn around and look to see what it is.
You turn around and you see what looks like 4 wagons coming down the road.
Can I tell what kind of like wagons they are, or is it just like
They look like transports.
Okay. I will ask when they get close. I will ask them in what direction they are heading. The first one that I see.
Oh, we are headed towards Neverwinter.
Would it be all right if I could partake in a ride? I have very short legs, and this is quite a far journey.
Always glad to help a cleric of Saloon.
Well, thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it.
1, 2, or 3?
3, as I like the number.
Okay. As you, the driving area is kind of small, and the people who are driving, they look to be humanoid-ish, but they seem to take up quite a bit of room.
Okay. I mean, I'll fit myself in wherever I can, I guess, would be the best way.
Okay.
Without making people too uncomfortable.
Okay.
Do they... You said humanoid-ish, like, are they...
Yes.
Like, can I tell what they are, or do they just look like regular...
Please make a perception check.
8.
They're humanoid looking.
Okay, well, I'm just going to assume that all is well, unless given reason otherwise, and I'm just going to take a seat somewhere where there's room.
As you get in the back of the third cart and climb up in there, you see that they are transporting coffins.
Oh. Is there anybody in the back there with me, or is it just a bunch of coffins?
Just the coffins.
All right. I'll
And you can tell by looking at them that there's 4 in the back there with you. And you can tell that the tops are just kind of tacked so that they could be reopened really quickly if necessary, except for 1.
Okay. I'm going to say a prayer for them because I don't know if, they have had any guidance. Because I don't know if there's dead people in there or not, but I'm going to say a prayer on their behalf to, wish them well in the afterlife.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sit down and leave it alone because those are not of my business, and they were kind enough to give me a ride.
Ahem.
I mean, unless you want me to go look at the one that's suspiciously nailed down, but I'm assuming nobody's supposed to get into those.
No, I'm waiting for somebody to take and make a statement.
As far as I know, I'm not there. I'm still in Neverwinter.
No.
Hold on. What happened? Sorry. I'm focused really hard on putting stuff together.
Okay. Well, you heard somebody get into the back of the wagon that you're traveling in, and if you could make a perception check for me.
This isn't going to be real official, but I'll make that.
Fine.
That would be like a 9.
That's fine. You hear what sounds like mumble, look to them on their way to their resting place. Mumble.
So is this as I awaken?
Yep.
All right. So what you're going to hear next is, "Oh, let me out! Let me out! Let me out!" And you're going to hear beating on what I can only assume would be a coffin-shaped box in front of you, or in the back of this ride somehow. They lock it tighter every time they put me in the box. Let me out. Then it goes back to Joan, or
Yep.
back to the other.
Oh yeah, now
My character is just going to look kind of bewildered here. Now, can anybody else hear this banging on the box? Or
oh yeah, everybody would hear it.
No reaction from the driver.
You want me to let him out, or am I supposed to just leave him in there? I'm going to talk to the driver.
No response.
How long is the ride to Neverwinter?
About another half day.
I'm just going to chill and wait a little while. See if anything else happens, because I have not given explicit permission to open this freaking casket in the back of these people's things, so I don't know any better at this point.
You don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy or what. They could have some. They could have some. Gonna leave.
Oh, come on. I know you're out there. Please let me out of this box. They do this to me every time they catch me. I tell them that I'm not a dead guy, but they just don't believe me. You come back from the dead one time, nobody thinks you're good anymore. Every time. And you're just going to hear me slowly peck on the side of this thing impatiently, like I've been trapped in this box several times over the last couple of years.
Can I have a perception check, Noah, please?
Yep. 20.
Okay. You see that there's a bit of parchment down near where you would presume the foot was.
I'm going to attempt to read the parchment, but not like touch the parchment.
Okay. What languages do you read?
Common and Dwarvish.
Okay. You have absolutely no idea what it says.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if it's magical or anything in nature?
Absolutely.
12?
It is not arcanic.
Huh.
It is not magical.
I'm going to ask the guy in the coffin. So what does this note here on the outside of this coffin say? Or do you know?
I don't know. I would guess it says, don't listen to the guy inside. You'll be probably the second person he's fooled so far. Kind of lost count. This is a pretty common occurrence in this particular city.
You come up over the rise and you are kind of looking down on Neverwinter at this point.
Okay. So let me ask, how did you get resurrected?
Well, sometimes you make deals with who you think are homeless people on the street. Sometimes they're not homeless. Every now and then you misread a situation. It's got perks. Some might would say. Others probably just really judgmental about the whole thing. But I didn't know that I was making a deal with somebody that could hold so much power.
I will attempt to crack the lid open just a little bit and see if I get any reaction from the driver from me doing that.
Okay, what are you using to crack the lid?
I'll just pull out my battle axe and use it to crack it open like a wedge.
Sure, go right ahead.
It's a one-hander. It's not two. It's a one-hander. Do you want me to what skill do you want me to roll for that? Strength
athletics.
Or athletics? Okay.
Because you're trying to fit it into a seam, I would hope, to try and pry it up.
Yeah, 18.
18? Okay. Bob, you see a rather curved blade kind of come in from the side.
Whoa! Don't poke me with that thing. I just want out of the box, man. Don't stab me like the last guy.
Well, if you indeed are dead and you try to bite me, I'm going to turn you into vapor.
I'm not a vampire, all right? And dead is a strong word.
Does there anything happen with the driver when I crack the lid open a little bit?
Response.
All right, I'll just pop it open at this point.
Okay, you pop it open. Bob, you smell a lot of fresh cut wood and as well as a little bit of decay in the general area, and you are looking at a mountain dwarf with a battle axe.
I slide up out of the coffin, get a little stretch in. Oh, thanks for letting me out of that box. Losing track of how long they kept me in there. Ugh. Well, who might you be? And as I slide out, you see a very weird scenario. You see a slightly off-color Goliath. Like, you would know that I'm a Goliath, but you've never quite seen any in this particular color. So
I'm going to touch him with my holy symbol.
I'm going to go, whoa. As I said, I'm not a vampire or that kind of undead.
Well, if you're not that kind of undead, why are you jumping back?
Wow, it spent a lot of time in a box getting poked or getting reburied. You kind of get jumpy.
Well, I will take you at your word, since you have done nothing to give me reason otherwise. So
and I'm going to reach out my hand and be like, name's Grim. And what might your name be?
I'm going to shake his hand, and my name...
Nothing feels untoward about it.
Okay. I'm going to reach out and shake his hand. It's worth note that I do have I have my holy symbol on my hand as well. So, if anything would happen, it would, happen now. But if it doesn't, that's fine. My name is Theoden.
Well, Theoden, what brings you through here?
Jokes here.
I am on a sacred mission to retrieve something that was taken from my my temple.
Wow, where's this gonna take you, sir?
Well, somewhere in Neverwinter.
Neverwinter. Well, it's as good a place to go as any. Are you okay with followers?
You're not getting
Sure.
Maybe lost souls with nothing to score, really?
Of course, I always welcome company.
And I'm going to reach out my hand and grab you by the forearm, pull you in close, and go, well, let's get this trip started.
Sounds like a plan.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and spend a little time laying in my own casket. Well, laying in like my 9th casket. No need to get out and disrupt the seating.
Well, I'm assuming you want me to leave the lid off this time, right?
I mean, you can shut it and open it back up when we get where we're going, but just please don't lock it.
I will gently place the lid back on top, because I have a feeling he does not like the light very much.
You didn't see any kind of any discomfort from him.
I know, I'm just trying to be courteous, I guess would be the word. Because I don't know. I'm making horrible assumptions at this point, so,
Yes, you are. But that's okay.
It's to be like, I mean, if I just met a giant dude in a coffin, I would also make assumptions. It's not a run-of-the-mill thing.
Yeah.
Or he could be totally racist. Goddamn Goliaths. Get off my fucking lawn. You're not getting the whole thing.
Yeah, so just gonna just sit around and wait. By the way, Bob, I hear myself through your computer. Just FYI.
Through whose?
Yours.
Really?
Yeah, it's echoing pretty good.
I don't know how it's echoing when the mic's off.
Are you
Camera.
Are you sure it's the right mic and not the camera mic? I have to go in and disable my camera mic so it doesn't do that. Oh, okay, now I don't hear it bouncing back. I'll be right back real fast while you guys are doing what you need to do real quick.
All right, so above the table, Dig, are you here?
Yep.
So with Quicken spell, right? as my meta magic option, I have to burn 2 sorcerer's points. But it lets me turn that spell I'm casting into a bonus action. So then I would be able to again cast something with my actual action, right?
As I understand the feat, yes.
Okay, cool. So basically, I just get an X.
Remember though, if you do that, okay, we're gonna say, because your bonus action comes now. Red, am I correct? The bonus action comes first or comes second?
A bonus action can be done at any time, so
okay.
You could do it.
So regardless of when you do it, remember you have a finite amount of sorcerer points. But every time you do that, you're going to wind up burning 4 sorcerer points. Presumably. I don't know what the spell actually costs.
It says it costs 2 sorcery points to use the quickened spell action.
Right, but what does the actual spell cost?
The actual spell I'm trying to use it's just a meta magic option. It's not like an actual spell or anything.
Right.
It's a free.
The free. I just choose to use it whenever I cast a spell. If I want to burn sorcery points, if I don't use it.
Okay.
And then I also have twin spell. When you cast a spell that can be cast at higher level slot to a target an additional creature, you can spend 1 sorcery point to increase the spell's effective level by 1. So if I'm reading this correctly, okay, so I don't understand that. It says when a target.
Okay. So what happens is, I'm just going to use magic missile as an example, just because it's the easiest. Okay. So at first level magic missile, you take and you fire 1 dart, and it's a 4, right? I think it's 4.
Yeah, it's a 1d4.
Okay. Of that, you can cast it at second level, and then you get 2 darts at 1d6, I think.
No,
I'd have to look that up. But
well, they changed twin spell is why I'm asking, Red. It's no longer the same. It only works on spells that
you can cast at a higher level.
That you can cast at a higher level now. So twin spell no longer does its thing anymore.
Yeah, you cannot twin spell.
Twin spell used to let you target 1 additional person, but it no longer does that now with the new rules, I don't think.
So what does the new twin spell read?
All right, I'm back.
When you cast a spell that can be cast with a higher level spell slot to target an additional creature, you can spend 1 spell sorcery point to increase spell's effective level by 1.
Yeah, so you don't get 2 spells, it just increases the potency of that spell by a singular level. So instead of casting Magic Missile at level 1, you cast it at level 2, so you get extra damage or like an extra hit dice or roll on it.
Yeah, so essentially it's basically every spell you have that's like...
It's amplified 1 level.
I can hit multiple people. So like Fireball, Magic Missile, Lightning Bolt, everything that's like, hey, I hit multiple targets, it just goes up 1 level. Is how I'm reading it, at least.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, honestly, because having a 1 tier higher Fireball cast is really awesome.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, let's say you're at a level to where you can only do like level 4 spells, and you use that and do a level 5 spell. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, depending on the spell, that's like an extra D10 or D12 worth of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Adds up really quick.
Any other questions?
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if there's even a meta magic option that I need, then, to be honest.
Twin spell would be a good one. Extend spell.
Good.
Extend spell is also not too bad, or quicken spell. But I would pick twin spell over everything else first, personally speaking.
Min-max.
Yeah, that's if you want to be a Jonah.
Yeah, pretty much if you want to be Jonah.
Noah,
Oh, yeah.
are you forgetting something?
Yeah, I am.
Yep, you are.
I realized it after I said it.
No, that's in-game. I'm asking you. Are you forgetting something?
I'm drawing a blank, I'll be honest. Out. Going to Neverwinter. Yeah, I didn't seal. I didn't seal him. I just lightly put it down.
Okay, so humor me.
Keep going.
So just to understand this better for me. So the spells that says using a higher level spell slot, I can do that? Or is it just like magic missile or just like I don't know, I'm so confused.
Okay, so which part? Well, okay. Are you confused?
I want to know what spells I can actually use this shit on, other than just magic missile. Because I'll delete it if I can only use it on fucking magic missile. Because that's the only thing I have that, in my reasoning, it can be used on, and that's a dog shit spell.
Magic missile is a great spell.
Yeah, it's magic missile's pretty good.
I mean, I understand that you don't have to roll for it to hit, but also, I don't know.
Yeah, guaranteed damage is guaranteed damage.
Yeah, so it's, let me look. I'm going to read the text real quick just to double check it, but
I'm just trying to figure out what spells it actually works on, or else it's useless to me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to be just staring at a list full of fucking nothing.
okay. So basically the way it reads is like this, okay, Test? I'll simplify it for you. It works on spells that can be pumped to a higher level. So if you're casting a spell and that spell can be used as a level 4 spell instead of a level 3 spell, and it can target more creatures because of said action, that's what it can be used against. So basically the way I'm reading it would be any type of area of effect spell or a spell that targets multiple creatures.
So let's say I have Scorching Ray. You hurl 3 firing rays. You can hurl them all at one target, or whichever one you could, or several. Make a ranged attack for each ray. Does that do anything with it? Or
yeah, because it can target multiple people.
Yeah, as long as it can target multiple people, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And then so it says using a higher level spell slot, you create 1 additional ray for each spell slot above level 2. So let's say I'm using it at 2nd level, I can pump it to a level 3 and it just does 1 additional ray.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. If you use Twin Spell, you just automatically get to use it, and you don't have to burn that higher level.
So if I'm using Ominous Winds, up to 3 creatures within my range that I can see or whatever within 60 feet have to make a charisma saving throw. If they fail it, they have to roll a 1d12 and subtract that number from their attack roll or saving throw or whatever the fuck. Could I potentially, at higher levels, 3rd or higher, it targets 1 additional creature? I'd just be able to target 1 additional creature if I use Twin Spell.
So if you pumped up that spell by 1 level and the only effect you get from that is it gives you an additional creature, then yes, you could use it still.
Then yeah.
So some other, yeah, I mean, that's how I would interpret it, but it's definitely up to Digger in the end on how he would allow you to use that spell. So
that's how it's written. That's how we'll use it.
I think Fly. I think Fly can be twinned now because you can target multiple people with it at a higher level. That type of thing.
But so directional stuff wouldn't be able to be twinned, right?
Yeah, it would be.
So
it still targets multiple people, so you can Twin Spell it. If it has the potential to hit multiple people, you can twin spell it.
So like I can't twin spell inflict wounds because all it does is target one singular person no matter what spell level I'm using it at. Whereas, whereas like magic missile can target, multiple people type of thing.
At higher level.
At higher level. Yep.
Well, base magic missile, you can get 3 missiles, so you could hit 3 people. So yes.
Gee, I was right.
Yeah, like first level magic missile, it shows that it does 3 darts, and then
Second is 4.
yeah, second is 4.
Every level in that spell, you get 1 additional dart, which doesn't sound like a lot because it only does a d4, but it adds up.
Yeah, and each dart gets the plus to your damage too. So it's 1d4 plus, we'll say 4.
Yeah, whatever your career
Every
is.
single freaking dot. So if you twin spell it, it gets the additional shot, plus it does the additional bonus damage. So that's like as an example.
Roger, roger.
Yep. Oh. Got any other questions, Oscat?
Not really.
Okay.
Casters?
I mean, we can answer as we go along.
Yeah, if you run into something, ask.
I don't foresee myself liking caster much.
You'll change your mind when you realize the damage numbers you can pump out.
Which again, I'm only level 3, so I mean, I shouldn't be expecting to do much, but
You actually
You'll
do
do-
quite a bit.
Yeah, you'll do more damage than everybody else.
I hate all of you. I'm casting fireball right at my feet.
do not own fireball.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. You will.
Couple levels and you'll get it.
So you have gone through the southeast gate of Neverwinter. And, the carts are rolling along. And then the cart stops.
Can you hear me now? Am I
Yeah.
back? Weapons. Can we have a magic weapon or no? I don't know. Remember the rules on this.
I don't know what
If you can give me a good reason why you have one.
Because I think I have to have one so my packed weapon works.
I thought you said that your
I thought packed weapon created its own, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
packed-
seem to.
Aaron.
thought it automatically was a +1 weapon.
It doesn't seem to be that way now. They must have changed the rules. I'm checking it out though. I was just asking, just in case.
No, I was under the impression that it automatically was +1.
No,
Unless
it
you
won't.
find something
it
to the
works.
contrary,
Yeah,
we will just run it that it is a +1.
I got you.
Okay. So the cart stops, and you you hear the driver go, "Out."
All right. I'm going to get up. I'm just going to like knock on the coffin and then get out of the cart. Thank you for the ride,
You gotta-
sir.
You're gonna hear me stretch, and I'm gonna push the coffin open, and I'm gonna raise up real nicely, and I'm gonna look at you like the vampires from the old horror movies for just a slim second. You're gonna think to yourself, "Is this guy really good?" And then I'm gonna go, "Oh, let's get on the way."
I want to show you something.
Okay.
No,
I don't understand why I'm echoing. I'm gonna mute myself this way.
Roll their perception, please.
There's not much I
Okay.
can do.
You can just replace all the old ones with a new one.
9.
Maybe.
You see something flapping on the lid of the coffin.
I'm gonna look to see what it is.
It looks like a piece of parchment.
Oh, the one I couldn't read.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab the parchment paper.
Okay.
I'm assuming I still can't read it.
That would be correct.
All right, I'm gonna ask our Goliath friend here if he can read it.
Tell me they're not.
What languages do you read right there, Bob?
Let me see.
He's muted again.
I know.
Behind TV. Parts and the Xbox.
There's Sylvan, Primordial, and Celestial on that list.
Okay.
Are any of those, and Common, of course, are any of those on your list?
Yes. In Sylvan, it says the path drops to the height of the gods.
Ah, I have another cryptic letter here that says the path drops to the height of the gods, my friend. Does that mean anything to you?
I am not sure. I'm sure it will be of importance, though.
Can you turn the paper over, Bob?
The path, what? The path.
I would assume that I would turn the paper over. The path falls to the height of the gods.
Squirrel.
On the back it says you still owe me 12 silver, you cheat.
There's nothing on the back, and I'm just gonna slide it into my pocket.
Okay.
You guys are outside of an inn.
So are we gonna share a room, big boy, or are we gonna do this separately? Death gets cold at night.
I think for my safety's sake, it would be better to have separate rooms, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Seems death's alone one more time.
You guys walk into the bar. Please describe yourselves.
Who's describing whom?
Noah and Bob are describing themselves.
Okay.
You see a 5 foot tall
Wall. Okay.
Kill it.
Yeah. A 5 foot tall hill dwarf with silver and white hair with piercing blue eyes. Donned in very holy is the word I would use, looking armor. I'm standing next to. How would you describe yourself?
What you see standing beside this fella is a 7 foot tall Goliath with dark black hair that is not so well kept. And you can tell something's off about me, but you just don't know what it is. He has a weird smirk on his face and awkwardly cheery disposition, as you can read by the body language. Kind of glowing eyes, not so much emitting a lot of light, but just kind of off kilter for your normal vision of a Goliath, for sure. And that would be him.
You see that the bar is about half full. Now, as you kind of pan around the bar, looking around, you see Red, poke.
Okay.
Nothing.
You would be sitting at the bar beside a dragonborn, a older human male, probably late 40s to early 50s, salt and pepper hair with just jagged scars running up and down his arms, which are covered to just above the elbow, and a long scar that runs from his temple all the way down to the tip of his chin.
I'm gonna go sit at the bar.
A priest. Lovely.
I want to look around the bar and see what's around.
Okay.
Describe what's in this bar, in this inn for me right now.
Okay. You're standing in a well-used bar. The wood that encases the walls and such is very well taken care of, but you can see nicks and chips taking out of it. You see that the bar girls are moving at a brisk pace, laughing and joking with customers as they go along. You do smell a what you would think of as a goat stew, coming from several of the bowls at tables near the entrance, and you notice that the bartender is a portly looking gentleman. He's about 5'8", 5'9". He's got brown hair and hazel eyes. And you see a really, really, really big skull mounted behind the bar.
I'm going to walk up
Mm-hmm.
and go, what's your name, bartender?
Sven,
Could you point me to the mortician?
what denomination?
Hold on.
By the way, did I hear his comment when he said great a priest?
Or no, did you?
I mean, I said it loud. I wasn't being quiet about it.
Okay.
So what brings you here, priest?
I am on a holy mission to recover something that was stolen. What brings you here, you old drunk?
Old, yes. Drunk, sometimes. I live here.
Don't forget your dog.
Sorry, my kid stomped his foot like with a gate.
You all right?
Yeah, no, we're good. He crying a little bit, but we're good. It's not broken or nothing.
All right.
You would also see a probably 4 foot tall at his shoulders and approximately like 6 foot long mechanical dog lying at my feet. That seems to be made out of a pile of scrap metal.
What's with you and freaking dogs?
I love dogs.
Surprised it's not a fucking turtle.
Could strap cannons to a turtle.
Sure you can.
You could 100% strap turtles to a cannon.
That's just fucked up. I like turtles. I like turtles, damn it. Your mission wouldn't have anything to do with the missing priest of Saloon, would it? Priestess, sorry.
Yes, she was taken from my temple.
Lovely. Papa Squat. Someone's going to be by shortly to
Would
come.
everybody please make a perception check?
Wow.
3.
I see a bar.
I see a cleric.
My shit's not rolling for some reason.
I got a 9.
How do I bring up my dice?
If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little red dice thing.
No, I'm. Where do I have to be because I'm not?
You need to be in. Let me do it on my
I'm in
end.
the campaign. Oh, I found it. All right, never mind.
Yep.
I got it. Sorry.
Goddamn, trying to teach old men how to use technology.
Fuck off.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Your dog gets up and pulls your leg.
What's
Why
up,
am I not
fam?
able to roll?
Do I notice this happening?
The dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to
Can y'all hear me?
the
Yeah,
old
I hear
man.
you. Reload your page, bub. Are you on your character sheet?
Yeah, I'm on the character sheet and I done reloaded like twice.
Are you? Can you share your screen on Discord?
I mean, I'm just looking at the normal character sheet.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see it to see what the fuck's going on. Do you have like a weapon or anything? So hover over your like +1 on perception and a little red dice should pop up. Click that. Like I know you know what you're doing. You've played on D&D Beyond before.
Yeah, normally I just click the +1 next to perception and it rolls for me, or I can right click and then put it to everyone, flat 1 die, and click roll, but it's just not doing anything.
Huh. That's weird. You might have to like exit out completely and reload.
Yeah. That was gonna be my next suggestion.
Please make another perception check.
$16.
9.
999. Of course. Fucking blue
Red,
guy. What's up?
you hear all militia report to the town square. All militia to the town square.
I'm fucking retired.
I'm not a militia.
All right. Find your buddy. Hey, kid. I'm going to yell at Test's character. I assume you're in the corner gambling or something.
Seeing as I don't know shit about shit, I'm probably like right next to you.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Forgot you were there. You were so quiet. Come on. We're going to go see what the fuck's going on. Oh, yeah. This is the kid, by the way. He's got a touch of the amnesia. If Test would like to describe his character.
Yeah, no. Just you know, your average 5'8", all blue scaled head to toe, black and blue scaled, fucking bright golden eyes. Draconic sorcerer who barely knows he's a sorcerer. Absolutely just fucking twirling my hair that I don't have and staring at birds. That's how we're gonna play this.
Just complete lost of the world. Did I see the undead guy come in with the dwarf big?
Mm-hmm. He's hard to match. He's a Goliath.
Hey, biggin.
Aha, it's rolling now. Sick.
Yay!
Yes.
With the dwarf.
What'd you say?
He asked if you were with the dwarf.
It appears that way.
Alright, well. Seems like there's some big hullabaloo coming along. Y'all want to go check it out?
I've got a mortician to find.
I can take you to the mortician after this.
Oh, you know where the mortician is?
I mean, I live here. I know where everything is.
Well, it appears that it would be useful for me to follow.
A pragmatist. No, I like it.
Well,
I'd like to cast Chromatic Orb on the entire fucking bar. No, I don't have a diamond yet. Fuck.
it seems your sorcerer friend over there is having some mental issues.
Yeah. Kid doesn't know where, who, or, well, I guess he kind of knows who he is, but doesn't know where he's at, where he's from, or anything like that. Also, sorcerer, I haven't seen him cast any spells.
Well, I just heard him mumbling to him spells about a spell, and it sounded like something a sorcerer would cast, so I don't know.
Yeah, because you didn't cast any magic whenever we first met, Test.
No, I definitely didn't. Definitely didn't. I would feel that as a sorcerer, my magic innately comes to me in moments of need, and we didn't need that shit.
No, we kind of just went on a nice stroll through the woods.
Yeah, we pretty much just we had a fucking bite to eat at a fucking nice ass campfire in the woods, bro. Like I had no reason to cast anything.
Yeah, we were just big chilling.
Yeah.
All right, follow me, and we will take off towards the town square. Ben, come on, you lazy bag of bolts, and I'm gonna nudge the dog.
Like for like background flavoring, like my dude just basically has a couple tools hanging around his belt and is just wearing a fucking damn near bed sheet over his scales. So like nothing too extravagant, but you could tell that it's a nice attire. Or quality of fucking bed sheet I'm wearing basically. Or poncho.
Yeah, he's got
poncho.
Yeah, he's got a drug rug on.
Yeah, drug rug. Poncho, but it's made out of nice quality. You wouldn't see it on a homeless person at least.
He's got the satin drug rug.
Okay, you guys get outside the bar, and you see one of the town criers, kind of standing there.
Is this one of the kids that I deal with on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Hey, John Boy.
So, right.
What's going on?
I was told by the captain of the guard to get everybody together. That includes you.
Oh, fucking great. Do I know the captain's name?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Lote.
Notin?
Low. L-O.
Lotin. The hell does Lotin want?
You seem to think that where you're like spooky and stuff, that you can take and help find this woman that's missing.
Yep. I'm going to turn to Theoden. Is that how you pronounce it?
Theoden.
Theoden.
You know,
See?
like from
Told
Lord
you.
of the Rings.
I don't actually. I'm not that deep into the lore of it. I know, uneducated swine. I apologize for my lack of nerdery.
You saw the movie, right?
Oh yeah.
What about they them again?
They him did.
Oh man.
I think I broke Red.
That was good. Anyways, I'm gonna turn to the dwarf. See? Told you if you stood around with me long enough, we'd have something to do. Come on. Hey, big guy, why do you need to see the mortician?
You don't ask questions of the dead, sir. Leave that to me.
Fair enough. I kind of need to know who you worship to take you to the right one. Or,
See?
you know.
What denomination? Told you.
I don't want a denomination. I want the God that's left with the bodies that don't seem to belong anywhere.
Oh, you want Creepy Dave. Got it.
Yes, Creepy Dave. That'd be the one.
Not to be mistaken with Curvy Dave. That boy Dick.
Oh, Kirby Dave works down at the dock and sells his body for money. You don't want to deal with that guy.
Also not to be confused with Scurvy Dave.
Scurvy Dave, we got fixed. I gave him a bunch of oranges and it magically fixed it. The priest.
And then there's Pervy Dave. We don't talk about him.
Oh no, Pervy Dave's locked up. I caught him last week. Poor John Boy had a really bad encounter.
At this point, you see about 6 members of the town watch in studded leather armor come marching up in formation, and you see a 6'1" guy in what looks like plate armor, but it looks really, really dull.
He walks up to us.
No, he just walks into the square area. And he says, "This is what we know. And Illithid took the high priestess of Saloon and was seen fleeing to the southeast. The temple has put forth a reward of 10 platinum to anyone who can return her alive. No resurrections." He looks at you for some reason, Ragnar.
People always hating on the dead.
No, they act like somebody that's been resurrected isn't the still same fucking person. Also, Lotin,
Well, there's
it's
some
not
lingering
my fault,
effects.
and you know it.
Some effects linger. Touch of Death is a weird mistress.
I'm aware.
The city is offering, it will match at 10 gold if you bring back something that is verifiably of the priestess. For the mages
All right.
say they can do something with that.
Hey, Lowton, how much of a head start does this thing have? Also, did it have one of the weird octopus ships, or was it flying just on its own?
It was on its own, as best we can tell, and it appears to have had help from what looked like a drow.
Lovely.
Well, we best get a move on.
And they have about a half a day head start.
The city gonna help with transportation at all?
I was getting to that. The city will allow a means of conveyance for anyone who goes into this, who partakes of this quest. However, should you if you make it back with the priestess, then the horse will be signed over to you. If you come back and she's dead, you are responsible for paying for the horse.
The price matters not. We must retrieve her, regardless.
Depending on what kind of horse it is.
I mean, I take me a pony, bro. I mean, I got wings. I can't fly very far, but I'll try. I don't need like a Clydesdale, bro. Like, what are we talking? Like 80 gold? Fuck that.
Please see Sean at the main husbandry at the East Gate, and he will he will set you up with your rides.
You hear that, boys? We have to go get husbands to ride or some shit.
Get my horse.
It appears his amnesia is pretty stout.
Yeah, he's definitely a little different. Good kid though, seems to be at least.
I'm gonna pull open my leather armor just a little bit and show you a gigantic gash in my chest that has been healed up, just a scar, and I'm gonna go. This one gave me a little bit of amnesia too.
And at that, like the back of my head, like kind of like you'll notice, like where I like lean down and like at the base of one of my horns, there's like a fucking missing patch of scales, and I'm gonna be like, this is what I suspect on it.
God. But yours wasn't quite enough to separate you from your mortal coils.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. We're here. Well, I guess in we, like, are you plural? Are you like they, them, and over there?
No, I'm just a prize from a mad scientist in a place far from here.
What exactly do you want with the mortuary, anyways? Do we need to like hit that up before the journey, or like what's going on?
Yeah,
a lot of people say the words "dead men tell no tales," but they just don't know how to talk to the dead.
Color me intrigued, boss man. We're gonna expedite that process before we go ride our husbands.
Yeah, I'll look at Theoden and be like, we should probably get some supplies before we go.
Well, we must make haste. The longer we wait, the farther she gets away.
He's already got a half a day head start on us. More than likely, we'll end up catching up with him
after he's already gotten to where he's going to go. Better to be prepared now than in a shitstorm later.
Yes,
Red,
this is
do you
true.
happen to know that over to the east where Bob is, you know that there's a city supply house over there.
Cool. Where's Creepy Dave?
That's what I mean, Dave.
Oh, okay, so that's the non-denominational mortician?
Yep.
Alright. Come on, big guy. Let's go see Creepy Dave.
Lead the way, sir.
And I will take him over to Creepy Dave's shop.
You guys weave in and out of a couple of streets. Lots of the local kids kind of come out and look at
Finrear.
At Deathsmith there. And,
Graham?
yeah. And are like, he's big. And then a couple others are like looking at Laufey's like, he's shiny.
Remember what I said, kids. It doesn't matter how big they are. What do we do if they're bigger than us?
Hey.
What'd you say, Dig?
Run away!
No. You axe him in the ankles and kick him in the balls. Come on now. Also, don't say balls in front of your moms.
I mean, you could say balls in front of your moms, bro. Don't listen to this old man. He's losing it.
I'm gonna thump the kid on the back of the head. They're young.
Any of you boys want an incantation? Want to learn how to do spells? Let's see. Are you a sorcerer? You feel innate? Let's figure it out.
I'm gonna grab the kid by his scruff and pick him up. Just be like, "Come on!" And we're gonna walk into Creepy Dave's shop.
Okay. As you get towards the eastern end of town, you see the housing and shops seem to drop off rather quickly, and you see a large graveyard area. And just outside the gates to this graveyard, you see a small shack with a wheelbarrow out on one side and a sign that says in common, Dave's Burial Services.
There you go, big guy. Oh, also, never got your name. Ragnar, nice to meet you. And I'll hold out my hand up to you because my guy's only like 6 foot tall.
And I'll reach down, take your hand, and go, my name is Graham. And
my name is
Dave. Yeah, Dave appears to be doing better than last we met. And I'm going to strut into this place.
Grim, you notice too that written on the sign, what looks like designs to most other folks, is actually in, you said you have Abyssal?
Yes.
In Abyssal, it said, undead welcome here.
Ah, deal, Dylan. In the weird he is.
I'm following the big guy. This shit sounds interesting. Until I said these talking to dead people, bro. This fits sense in this bit.
And I'm gonna knock on the door and wait for someone to answer.
You guys do notice that the door appears to be even taller than Grim.
Tall door, fellas.
So
There's things that go bump.
Handle. Sick.
There's things that go bump in the night that wander through these doors.
Never did understand why Dave needed such a big fucking door, but I mean, I guess he kind of takes all comers. So
the door opens and you see a 5'3" elf girl, platinum blonde hair, blue eyes, and she says, "Can I help you?" "Oh, hi, Mr. Grimm."
Hello. Where's Dave on this fine night?
He's out at plot 27. He'll be back in probably a half to quarter of an hour.
Well, could you tell me what kind of creatures have been through here lately?
Let's see. Come on in, everybody. As you guys walk into the door into the shack, you notice that the shack seems to be a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
That's the TARDIS. Cool.
You see chairs, and you see her go the desk. You see a little nameplate that says Azela Secretary. You see her take this really big, thick tome and start flipping pages. And she said, "Are you looking for something particular, Mr. Grimm?"
Well, it's been brought to our attention that a princess is missing. And I wondered if you had anyone that come through here that looked like
that. Yeah.
Robin
okay,
type.
So the only really weird thing that I think is connected, but Mr. Dave says I'm wrong. But he doesn't know anything. I don't care what he says. That the we got a pair of gnolls that were dressed in black armor, black leather.
No.
Yeah, and one of them had a pair of thieves' picks, I believe they're called, or at least that's what Jennifer over at the tool shop says.
Thieves' tools, kiddo. Thieves' tools.
And that. But here's the really weird part: their plots were paid for ahead of time.
Simply people on a mission.
That's what Mr. Dave says. But it just seems weird to me. Why would you pay for your burial before you die?
That's not exactly an uncommon thing, especially with us, mortals.
You expect to die.
Yeah, it just seems kind of morbid. But
do you know what plots they paid for? And have they been dug?
She runs her finger down the thing. Yeah, they are plots 4,622 and 23. They're on because you know your way around here. They're on the sixth mound to the east of the entrance.
Well, boys, do y'all want to see what the dead have to say?
All right, I'm gonna turn to the big guy, and I'm just gonna give you the come here finger and lean down, have you lean down to talk to me.
Over to talk to you.
You're a necromancer, right?
No. Not yet in my travels. Not to say it couldn't happen. But as for now, I simply weave some lines that are questionable. Haven't managed to keep anything alive.
I'm not here to yuck your yum. I've seen weirder shit. Just please, for the love of God, don't resurrect anybody in town. Last time I had to fight the guards, Lotan wouldn't let me back in for a month.
I shall walk your line. Oh, maybe do questionable things in the dark where the gods can't see.
I do questionable shit in the dark all the time. That's fine. That's kind of the MO.
Well, let's go find these burial plots.
Okay, right this way.
Not real happy that the dogs are supposed to be buried next to me.
That happens.
She pulls a curtain that's behind her aside, and you see what looks like the stone wall that surrounds the graveyard and a nice big hole in it.
And we are going to walk through.
Yep.
Huh. Did you guys know if you hit your space bars after you roll something, it'll just re-roll whatever you just rolled?
Nope. Did not know that.
Huh. Interesting shit you find out.
I'm gonna my character is gonna look at the Goliath. What is it you exactly plan to do?
Great question. Don't know till we get there. You guys know as much about this experience as I do at this point.
And I'm gonna say I know about as much about this world as we know about this experience. Let's fucking go, boys.
Just try not to do anything questionable if you're able to.
I must say, boys,
Listen,
if you follow my path, you're going to see a lot of things that go bump in the night that you just thought were tales to keep children safe and inside when the dark reaches from the sky.
I am not unfamiliar with things that go bump in the night. But you understand my position, yes?
Yes. I would never lead a holy man into a questionable area that would make you do things against your religion, sir.
Well, I appreciate your candor, sir.
I operate somewhere in the realms between the things that you all worship.
Have you guys ever seen the movie or the TV show Preacher?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on right now.
So listen. I have a spell called Command, and I'm able to twin it. I really hope guards walk up on us because I'm just gonna make them kneel and watch.
I'm gonna say it now. The kid's gonna end up getting us in a fight.
You guys walk through the entrance, and you're out in the middle of the cemetery somewhere.
I'm going to holler Dave to see if I get an answer. Dave. Does anything holler back?
Hang on a minute.
Dig's got to get his Dave voice on.
100% don't think Dave was ready for what I'm doing, or if he has planned for all of this to happen. We're going to have a great time in this campaign.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy on the Goliath, and I'm going to do the effect booming voice, so his voice is 3 times as loud.
And I'm going to repeat Dave, and you guys are just going to hear a crushing echo into a graveyard.
Can I please have a perception check from everybody?
Oh, damn it, it's not doing it now.
I perceive the
Bull.
dirt beneath my feet.
Bull.
5.
On my screen, it showed a 20. And it says I have a 2. That is bull.
I'm almost positive that Dig turned on hard mode somehow because I have yet to roll above like a 7.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
I did not take and tinker with any of that because A, I don't know how to do it, and B, I don't think you can.
Red.
I'm gonna walk up and go to pet Red's dog, just preemptively because I feel like it, and unknowingly, I'm going to burn one of my 2nd level spell slots and give this dog Dragon's Breath. Just innately, it's just gonna happen. Like just innately, before if any combat even never happens, I'm just gonna burn a spell slot on that.
Red, pull up my stream and check it, and you can see I rolled a 20.
So don't forget, Red, if we do end up in some kind of combat, your dog has a Dragon's Breath it can use.
More than happily to. I believe you, dude. That it's cocked off. So if it's cocked more to one side or the other, it will fucking.
No, it wasn't cocked at all. It wasn't cocked, man. It was dead on the big B. I'm gonna pull that shit up. I'm gonna screenshot it and toss it in Discord.
The game decided otherwise.
Yeah, the game decided. I don't care at this point.
What did you get for your roll, Red? Or
5.
not Red? Sorry, Test.
Oh well, fuck you too.
I got a 4.
Okay. Bob, what did you get?
I got a 6, dude.
Okay.
Like we are rolling some trash tonight, boys.
In 2 dots. 72? Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
All right. So the lady said I knew my way around, so we would head in the direction of where these plots are.
Okay. As you head kind of northeasterly.
Are there any lights in the dark?
Yes, there are poles along the paths with little lanterns on them.
Are there any... Oh, this is going to be great. Do we hear any bells ringing? Small bells? As in the bells that would be attached to the toes of the recently deceased to make sure they're dead.
The bell tolls.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, 13.
You hear a couple of little bells ringing.
Oh, boys, it seems like some of these dead aren't all the way. Do you guys hear the bells in the dark?
I mean,
okay,
yeah, it's
everybody
actually
else roll your perception.
fairly common for around here to kind of rise up.
I
Also,
got a 9.
21.
Fuck you.
I'm Dragon. I don't think I have great hearing.
Dragons have amazing hearing. I can hear a gnat fart from across the room.
Oh, well then I hear everything, and I'm pretty sure I can see you very, very fucking well at night. Where's my traits? Let me see. Do I have dark vision?
Red, you notice your pup starts scratching at the dirt.
Hey, you guys might want to get ready. I'm gonna pull my shotgun out and rack around.
Okay.
Easy. Not everything in this graveyard is bad. But some would consider them unholy.
I know not everything's bad, but last couple of times I've been in here and Fanny over here started scratching the ground. The undead usually came out and wanted to have a bite.
Could just be the draconic power welling inside of him, just ready to fucking buy somebody.
Well, let's prepare to fight some of my kin then.
I mean, hopefully not any of your kin, but
Kin kind of blurs when you're dealing with the things I've dealt with. Doesn't mean I like them.
you ever seen what a pissed off Warforged does at a family reunion?
Warforged are closely related to me, actually. Weird kind of magic.
Yeah,
We kind of share a lot.
Perception.
From all of us.
All of us.
16.
Hey, my first 20 of the night.
A 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
3
Okay.
dirty 20s?
You guys see two hands come up out of the dirt and kind of splay, one to the left, one to the right, like somebody is pushing themselves up out of like a easy chair.
Well, do you want to wait for it to breach water, or do we just go ahead and give it a hand?
I can tell you what. You go first on this one, big guy. Seems like your type of people, anyways.
I'm going to reach down and grab that feller and give a little pull. We're going to see how stable his connection to his own bones is.
Yep. I will ready an action to where if this thing tries to bite at Grim, I'll just shoot him in the face.
As you take and pull,
Mm-hmm.
you see as you pull up out of the dirt, you see a woman with scraggly hair and a very not there kind of dress look you in the eye and say, "Geez, Grim, where the f have you been?"
Well, I got thrown in a coffin and drugged for a while. You know.
I would say so. We were supposed to go on a date. Do you know how hard it was to find this dress that would fit me?
Oh,
Is this creature speaking common?
Yes.
didn't expect to go down this road. What was your name again?
Sarah?
Bad move.
Sarah. Death hasn't treated me well. Yours glowing as ever, though.
That smooth talking crap that Dave taught you does not take and work on me. Okay? You owe me for a dress and at least a nice dinner. You promised me something called raccoon soup.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how decomposed are we talking?
She's probably 2 steps down.
What
So
about her
could
dress?
be
How
taken
bad is
into town without anybody noticing.
Correct.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
How bad is her dress?
Her dress looks
Like,
as though it has.
can me and Homeboy just like fucking both cast Mend on that shit?
I was just about to say I was going to cast Mend on the dress to see if I can fix it up a little bit.
Can we
Okay,
just fix
go
that
ahead.
shit?
It's a cantrip, so I'm going to just cast it.
Which one of you is doing it?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll let him.
Okay, no, that's
Okay. You cast Mend on her dress, and the tattered, what you think was kind of a dark material kind of knits itself all back together, and it's actually a red silk kind of dress. Very form-fitting.
Noise stress. So, have you seen Dave?
He came by here a couple of hours ago. That mother bastard was supposed to take and find us something to eat. My sister has not shut her fucking mouth since she got buried 3 weeks ago. She's freaking hungry.
Well, where is she?
She takes and you gonna let go of my arms now?
Yes.
She takes and points 4 mounds over.
Well, let's dig up your sister.
No, let's really not.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave it be then. Would you like to wander through this yard with us and then get something to eat after?
Sorcerer's burst.
You're not lying to me this time, are you?
No, if everything goes our way, we'll be going where we're supposed to go. Last time just apparently didn't go my way. I'm kind of fuzzy. This fella over here by me woke me up as I was laying in a coffin for, well, you know how it goes.
Yes.
Nth time, who knows?
She looks, thank you for waking him up and bringing him back to me, she says to you, Noah.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Here, I'll give something to you real quick. I'm gonna reach down and pick up like just kind of a clump of dirt that's on the ground that's like compacted, and I'm gonna cast flowering on it, and it's gonna basically poof forth a bunch of fragrant flowers that have a pleasing scent, and I'm gonna give those to her.
Okay. Well, see, somebody has manners, as she looks at Grim.
Well, to be fair, I didn't think we'd be crossing paths today. Sarah?
Fine. She puts her arm kind of in yours. Where are we going?
And I'm going to lead her in the direction of the mounds that we were looking for.
Okay.
Oh my god. She's gonna scream at you.
You notice she's wearing some kind of mountain-type boot. Very soft leather and almost like an Ugg, but not exactly.
And I'm going to go, how many yards have you strolled through since we've been apart? I know you don't stay in them long.
No, but after you stood me up, I took and I wandered through the yard at Grazelton with all the really nice myth lilies and stuff.
That is a good vacation spot. I like to travel that one myself.
And I met a dryad who said she knew you. You know anything about that?
Oh, that was another lie.
Are you sure? Because she seemed to have a pretty good grasp of what you were like. You apparently left her on a riverbank?
Well, to be fair, she can't wander from a tree.
Yes. Yeah. But she said something about you picking up a deer carcass and then coming back. I don't know.
Oh, it must be. That's probably coffin number 4. It's so hard to, like, I get slayed and I don't die all the way, and then I'll be laying there lifeless and I'll wake up in a coffin, and with some weird magic, I forget where I've been.
I know. It's happened to me more than once.
I mean, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I do. You see,
Clearly, you guys remember me a lot better than I remember anything.
Well, you never were horribly bright, dear.
No, and I'm still not. Could you give me her name and maybe what riverbank I left her on?
Her name was Theron, and she was at the Gray River up coming out of Icewind Dale. Which is odd because I don't recall you liking to travel that far north. But
the cold.
yeah.
You're gonna get your feet wet over here.
As you guys are walking and talking, you see a shape probably 500 feet ahead of you, and it looks like he's digging.
Oh, that would be Dave.
Probably.
I always thought his name was Creepy Dave.
I know I'm not as creepy, Dave.
Yeah,
how's it been going, Dave?
He stops and he turns around. You guys see a probably 6'4", 6'5" half orc with a really big shovel. Hey, Grim. I thought you said you weren't coming back for about 3 months.
You know how it goes. I kind of go where the coffins take me at this point in life.
True enough. What are you doing out of your grave?
Roar.
Look,
Yeah.
you
That's
ass.
like
You were supposed to bring us something to eat. I'm working on it.
Well, it depends. I owe a date, so I'll take care of feeding them.
Thank you.
I see it's still as busy as ever when the lights go out at night.
I'm gonna turn to Theoden and Laufey. Y'all ever seen any shit like this before?
It's getting
is it just
busier.
Busier?
Yes. A lot busier.
So something's upsetting the balance of the dark, huh?
No.
Something's adding to the dark.
Why do I get the sneaking
That's
suspicion
not
that
good.
I'm just listening to stuff I shouldn't be listening to?
No.
And
I was kind of wondering the
no,
same thing.
I've heard, because we had a couple of wizards come through about a week ago. They said they saw the dark moon up.
That's on the face.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't.
Somebody just
That
put this
does not
word.
portend well.
Well, wow.
Hey, Red.
Dave, while we're talking to this, have you seen anything weird that might have led this princess astray?
Princess.
Your clerk, shall we call her, said that you had some suspicious folks by plots. 4022 and 23, perhaps?
Yeah. I was on my way over to check those plots. Because, Azalea said they paid for it ahead of time. Which seems weird to me. But, yeah, they're right over there. He takes and he points just to the other side of on the other side of that hill there. They're on the downward slope.
Well, lead the way, sir. I don't. Do you happen to know why I was in a coffin heading this way? Did you hear any rumblings through the dark vines?
The only thing I heard is that the elephants are taking and making a major push.
That's a wild thing to hear.
Come on,
Well,
I'm hungry.
Almost, sweetie. We'll get in there. Well, lead the way, Dave.
And he leads you up over a hill. As you come down the hill, you see the plots. He's like, those are the plots. As you look at the plots, you see the plots are empty.
Roger, roger.
Well, there's nothing here, Dave.
There should be. I buried them myself not 2 hours ago.
It appears we should check your dirt. See if we can find some tracks.
Indeed.
Hey, I know we've all
Investigation
just
or
kind of
perception,
been
depending on what
dancing
you wish.
back here. Hey, Dave. Hi.
I got a 21 on that roll.
Wizards and dark magic and the like. Where the hell did you hear all that from?
You know,
He looks at Grim and goes, "Is this guy clued in?"
You know, I have
No, they keep asking
Dave,
questions
I've
that are
known
above
you-
their pay grade. I've told
Dave,
them
I've known
they
you
don't
for the better
want to
part of
know
20.
about the things in the dark, but they keep just insisting that I show them a world that they're not ready for. Because
Jesus
we've
Christ.
walked down this path a lot. How many times has this paid out for us, Dave? How many times has bringing somebody new into this actually worked?
Hey,
Come on.
God's do as God's do, and I'm just digging holes. Now, Mr. Sergeant, is it? Or Corporal? I can never get the bars correct. What is your question?
One, don't act like I don't know you. I've known you for the better part of 20 years. I've brought plenty of corpses to you. Two,
When was
I
the
thought
last time you talked to me?
Actually, that's fair, and I apologize for that. You know how I am. I don't people very well.
3.
Two, fought in the Eberron War. I know darkness. I'm not afraid of something that goes bump in the night. Fuck it. Maybe something will finally be able to kill me. 3, could you just let us know? I mean, we're fixing to go after this illicit thing. And speaking of which, Grim, we have got to get on the move. This thing's just gaining time on us.
And how do you know that I don't know that I know that I know, but I don't know because I don't know? Huh? I could have known.
The most things that go bump in the night travel through means that aren't on foot. So no matter how long we stand here, the gap really doesn't get increasingly bigger, nor decreasing in size. And most things that go bump in the night won't travel during the day, which is where we spend most of our time moving, so you shall be safe. There's nothing that's going to happen to the princess tonight that hasn't already happened. If the things that took her want her for food, she's food. If they need her for a reason, then she's still alive. Speed in this matter really doesn't make a difference when we move at separate times.
I hate how much sense that makes.
I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Always have time for a cleric. He says kind of sarcastically.
You would have to forgive my impudence here, but 1, how is she alive? 2, how is he alive?
Who is he?
I'm gonna look at our resurrected friend over here.
Grim? Okay.
I feel as if, should I be excising people, or because I kind of feel like a fish out of water, because I have no idea what is going on, and everything that's happening is basically contradicting my faith. So Yeah.
Sir, don't let
Just
the things you see contradict your fate. If anything, let these make your fate stronger. You're peeking behind the veil. You know now that your work means things. But these things that you're dealing with tonight, me and her being a different story than me, I have been thrown back into my body by a scientist years ago. I don't know the magic that put me here. And when I do die, I seem to be thrown back into my body through some weird magic in which he made linger. But I don't wish to pass on. As for her, you may. You can ask her. But I owe her a dinner, and the dinner she will get. And Dave is merely a way for these beings to walk peacefully amongst the living. Because the things that are strolling through this graveyard are of a higher intelligence than the undead that you meet on the street. They're not vampires, because vampires are cleanly critters that like to destroy mortals for fun. And the real undead that like to eat you people brainlessly aren't our cup of tea either. What you see tonight in these three people are the things that thread the veil. We mean more to the balance of the dark than you would imagine. Like the way you'll put yourself on the spectrum of your faith, where you separate the light from the dark and you spread your light at the darkest of moments. We keep that dark from getting bigger, just as you do.
Yeah, just in a different way.
You know, Dave, I'm really sorry I ever called you Creepy Dave.
I'm used to it. Whatever. You see him bend down and start looking for tracks.
I mean, that was a heartfelt apology.
I got a 21 on the look for tracks, too.
Okay. You see two sets of tracks heading west. And it looks like from the spacing that they're moving at a pretty strong clip.
Is that back towards town?
Yep.
Well, Sarah, it looks as if you're going to get your wish, because whatever made these tracks headed back into town. Dave, could you tell me what it was that you put in these holes?
I put 2 knolls in there. And
thank you, sir.
And they were their burial instructions were to be buried in their armor, which is not unusual, not an unusual request.
No, it's pretty normal.
But I'm sensing something weird here. I can't localize it. Can you get a read on this? That would be arcane for those of you who have it.
Arcane, you say?
19.
Wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Arcana, you said?
Yep.
19.
Yep. I'm waiting for the other 3 caster type people.
That's a nat 1.
Bob.
He probably muted again. His kid might be screaming in the background.
What happened?
Okay.
Oh, hold on. What was you saying? What happened?
I need an arcane check.
All right, we'll do. I got a 15.
Okay. Noah and Bob, you're sensing necromantic magic coming from those holes.
Well, it is unholy what emanates from that.
There's dark magic's about. That's the evil that even we try to send back, so.
And Bob, you notice your date. She's got kind of a dreamy looking smile on her face.
Hold on, Sarah. What's your smile about?
I haven't been on a good hunt in years.
Oh, company. Well, let's get your dinner and then get to tracking.
Let's go.
Although we might have to wait because these boys aren't the usual night runners.
Can I do a insight check to see if there's anything wrong with the way that she's looking?
Sure.
14.
She looks excited to be on a hunt.
Listen, warrior or cleric, is that what you called yourself?
Yes.
Not everything that goes bump in the night is explainable nor evil. There's a lot of these things.
She looks at you and starts pulling on your arm. It's like, will you stop preaching and let's get going?
All right. I'm a talker. Let's go to town. Let's get your food.
I think that's Dig's way of telling Bob to shut the fuck up.
I'm actually enjoying this. But anyway.
I am.
All right.
This is good roleplay.
Yep. Can I get 3 dex checks, please?
Fuck you, Dig.
I got an 11.
Okay.
3 of them, you said?
Yep.
You want a saving throw or just a check?
Just a check. It's a dex check.
Alright. Fucking 15.
I got 2 11s and a 5.
17, a 9, and a 22.
Okay. As you are running across the graveyard, Sarah, when she hit, you come down over a hill, she trips over a tombstone and kind of rolls in the dirt. Noah, when you get to the 3rd hill, that's what happens to you. You trip and kind of fall and roll, and you pick yourself back up and keep going. And you got a what was it? Read a 5?
15.
What was your lowest?
Oh, was I supposed to roll at disadvantage?
You're supposed to roll 3 times, honey.
Oh, my bad. So far 15 is my lowest because I got a 20 on the second one.
Okay.
And then a little 12 on. Oh, sorry, that was Constitution save. My bad. Hold on, let me reroll that. And an 11 on the third one.
Okay, that's fine.
So 15, 20, 11.
And Test, what did you get?
7, 6, and 17.
Okay. You took and did the trip and roll on the first hill and the 3rd hill.
Where was I running and why?
We're
running back to town.
Yes.
I'm running for a reason.
Trying to catch whatever came up out of those graves.
Oh, can I stroll along and not eat shit and just?
You can if you want.
I'll catch up, boys. Y'all do you. I'm gonna on the fucking mound. And then
Can I stroll along and not eat shit?
I'm gonna go just fast enough to keep you guys in eye shot. I want to maintain visual on you guys, but that's about it.
Oh,
Just take
man.
it straight after you.
This man said nah.
That's fine. As you come up over the fifth hill, and you can see the wall leading out of the cemetery. You see two 6'2" gnolls, or you would presume gnolls, in black armor, running for all Jesus.
Who's Jesus?
Some guy named Jesus that came to town yesterday.
You can't fucking say that.
It is D&D world, you can.
Santa's arguably more creepy. He always sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good.
In Water Tower.
Fucking creepy.
So can I see these things in the distance?
Yes, sir.
How far away from them would you say that we are?
I would say you are probably about 60 feet away right now.
Eldritch Blast.
Can I see that?
Yes.
Does a 12 hit?
All right, cool. As soon as
initiative for those of you who wish to do something.
Shit.
How far behind them am I?
Dirty 20.
You're like 120 back. I mean, you're moving, but you're not, full out run like they are.
12 for initiative for me.
Okay.
I got 15 on initiative.
Okay. You said a 12, Bob?
Yeah, 12 to hit, yeah.
That hang on just a second.
Duh.
I think that hits, but I need to consult my notes.
What happened? Bad shit happened. That's what.
No, that does not hit.
Well, okay. That's all I can do. They would see it go by them, though, at least.
Yep.
Yep. I got a 20 on my initiative.
Okay. Go ahead.
You think you can save
Everybody
it?
gets one free attack, so.
I'm gonna try to firebolt the one that the other guy wasn't aiming at. That's a 12, so that's gonna miss.
Okay. Noah.
How far are they away from us?
60 feet.
I'm gonna hit one with Sacred Flame.
Okay, which does what?
It's a 1d8. They need to get a 16 on a dex save.
Okay.
Wait, dude, these are undead. They're very dexterous.
So did they get a 16?
So they have to get above a 16?
Yeah, 16 or higher.
Yeah. Nope. They did not. Or that one did not. I should say.
He'll take 4 damage. They're undead, right?
No.
Okay, then 2. 2 little points.
Okay.
We're just ripping pot shots at these things.
Yeah, I tickled their butt a little bit with that fire.
Okay.
So they definitely know.
All right.
I used my good hand to make it.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Okay, Red. You go first.
Okay. How far away did you say we are?
Now you are 50 away.
50?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to move 30 feet straight towards them, and then I'm going to. So that's my move. I've got 30 feet. Do they look aggressive? Like, are they drawing weapons or anything?
It looks like they've each drawn a longsword, but I mean, mostly they haven't turned towards you.
Cool. Gonna raise the shotgun up. Raise the shotgun up and boom! Right at the back of the head of the one on the left.
Okay, go ahead.
11 misses. But fucking bonus action, try to take a second shot.
Okay.
Fucking 12.
Are you sure that misses? Are you sure? Because we don't know.
Yeah,
They could have shit AC.
He said 12 misses.
Well, with the spells.
All my shit's going at AC. Does an 11 hit?
No.
I didn't think so. Does a 12 hit?
No.
I didn't think so.
Gotta ask. Gotta ask. Don't know if you don't ask.
Bob, I believe you're next.
All right, you're gonna see me launch another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Well, that's all I can do. Actually, I can move closer.
Okay.
I'm going to take 30 feet of movement to get closer, which puts me at how far from them?
You will be 40 away.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take that.
Okay.
All right. That's all I can do.
Noah?
How far are they away from me?
They are currently 50 from you right now.
I'm gonna run up till I'm 20 away then.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a bonus action and get within striking distance of the one on the left.
One on the left, okay?
Yep. So I'm gonna run, since I have 30 feet extra movement. I'm gonna run the 20 feet and I'm gonna try to get in front of them to stop them from running. And then I'm gonna swing at the one that was on the left there. Let's see if I can smack him with my battle axe.
Don't you run from me, bitch.
You know what I was trying to say.
Does an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay. As you sweep around in front of the left one, he tries to take an attack of opportunity on you, moving into his square, and misses.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, that misses. Yeah. So, yep. That's my turn.
Okay. With you in front of him now, his partner turns, stops running.
Okay.
And makes a swing at you.
Sure.
And misses horribly. And now Bob, you see your date pick up some dirt and throw it at them. You bastards are ruining my date!
Does the dirt hit?
No.
Can we roll to see if it hits?
I did. It did not hit. Okay, Red, you're up.
Okay. How far away from him am I at this point?
You are 30 away right now.
Cool. I'm going to use my movement speed, get all the way close up in melee combat with him.
Okay.
Just use my 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to take my shotgun, point it at this fucking thing's head, and wow!
Left or right?
Which one is Jonah currently fighting?
Left.
I'll go to the right. I'll stand beside Jonah.
So you're going to get in front?
No, just beside him. I'll take the one on the right. That's a nat 1, so that's going to miss.
My question is, are you coming around the right side, or are you going to go around Jonah to take and get next to him?
I'll just go around him and get next to him.
Okay.
And then the dog's going to run and be beside me.
Yep.
Actually,
that should give you advantage. Do we have flanking?
Bonus action. No, because we're not on opposite sides.
I'm on the opposite side of the other one, though. Kind of.
Yeah, but
saying.
he's not. That's the point. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. This is now here we have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have a hard time with combat without maps.
Yep. This will just take a minute.
Which I guess it doesn't matter because I'm in fucking Narnia. So.
Well, you said you wanted to stroll.
He's like, can I take a stroll? I hate myself now.
This brother took a trip through the doors, traveling
he said
through
I'm
Narnia
120
right now.
feet back. He didn't say whether I was 120 feet from the enemy or 120 feet from y'all. So.
Yeah, 120 feet from the enemy.
Oh, I could have done something first round then. I didn't know that. You just said I was 100. I asked how far I was from them. You said 120 feet. So
That's what you gotta ask.
Yeah, I could have rolled
specifics.
initiative first round and been doing shit already.
Well, this turn, roll initiative, roll initiative now, and then you can get ready. Like he can put you into the rotation.
$21.
Damn, you're high on the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're higher than me, and I rolled a 20.
Yeah, I have a few wombo combos I could have been doing at 120 feet range.
While Dig is doing that, I'll be right back real quick.
I'm gonna throw some burritos in the microwave.
Well, we'll try that. Yeah, it won't let me.
Huh, that's fucking weird.
What are you trying to do?
Hang on. You just never you mind.
Oh, okay.
Let the old man figure it out.
All right.
See, I none of if I've got access to something, it will give me a plus.
Do night. And then you can just change the name. You just click it in, and then you can right click and change the name on it. Right click it. Or left click it, and then it'll bring up that little box, and then there's a little AB.
Okay. Did everybody get the map?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. And then we need to. We're just gonna use fucking this for the dog.
Yep, that's fine.
For right now. I'll make a token for him and add it on. Add it later on.
Dog also owns a breath weapon. That is directional.
Yeah, I didn't want to use it right there just because I don't want to fry the fucking.
It'd be alright. He likes fried chicken.
Use it, I'm fine.
I mean, if I'm being told to cook the dwarf, I'll cook the dwarf. But like,
15-foot
yeah, you're
cone,
fine. Use it.
You can choose what the type of damage it is.
Well,
yeah, it's where
Does it give you the option for the type of damage, or is it just one type?
It gives you the option for the type of damage.
Oh, do poison.
fire damage. Got it.
Now, how do I pull my dice back up here, Red?
So
Have it on.
you'll have to have it on a separate sheet.
Yeah, the other screen will
Different
have your
page.
dice.
Yeah, like 2 different tabs.
That's kind of shit the way it does it, but
Okay. That's fine.
because
Okay.
really you should just be able to do it all on one fucking page. But of course, that's
That would make sense.
just no, it'd make too much sense. Is the problem?
Okay. All right.
Fuck you, chicken strips.
Okay, Rag. You're up.
Test rolled higher than me.
Oh, okay, Tess, go. I missed it.
Well.
What was your
21.
your Inish?
You
Yeah,
got to be
21.
21? Okay.
21. Oh yeah.
Well, there's a couple things I want to do here. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and since it's the only turn I'm probably gonna get, I'm gonna go ahead and use all 3 of my sorcery points because I fucking feel like it. So, first off, I'm gonna go ahead And since it's like one of the few ranged abilities I have, I'm going to twin spell my magic missile at 2nd level, which should do 4, which it would do 5 since it goes up by a level, right? And I'm also going to use quicken spell on that to make it a bonus action instead of an action. And then that leaves my second option up to be a cantrip. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the magic missile.
Okay. To who?
To fuck. Is any of these guys taking any damage?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, two.
2 damage.
2 damage.
The one in front of me. Yeah.
I'm gonna send all 5 bolts at Mr. Nullboy here.
Okay.
And then so I got to roll a d4, right?
Correct.
5 d4s.
Yeah, 5 times. Yeah, 5d4, and then each one gets you're a charisma caster, right?
Yeah. It says
So you add.
It says so. What it says on the thing right here for if I can find the fucking spell, it is magic missile is 1d4 plus 1.
So you do 5. You do 5 d4s, and then you add plus 1 for each one. So it's 5 damage total that you add as a bonus. So 5d4 plus 5 is the total.
So 16 damage.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. How's that guy looking?
Dead.
Dead.
All right.
Deader.
So I'm gonna go to the other guy and cast a cantrip, which will be Sorcerous Burst. Since I can't use anything, first level or above, so it basically just has to be a cantrip. And I'm gonna go for Sorcerous Burst. So roll to hit on that one is 21. The hits.
Yes.
And then it says I get to choose the type of damage.
Mhm.
Just because, fuck it. Roll, you dumb bitch. Oh, gross. 4 poison damage. To the one on the right with the alive guy.
Okay. Oops. I lost my token. Damn it. Okay. You did how much again? I'm sorry.
Just 4 poison damage to the remaining null.
Okay.
And that should be it for me.
What's the DC for it?
It's not. It's 2 hit and 21 should hit. Correct.
Yeah. No. What's the effect of the poison? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, I have no idea. It just says I get to choose the type of damage.
It just does poison damage.
It just does poison damage.
Okay. And you did how much? 3?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't show that it does anything different.
Yeah.
The only thing
that's
different
fine.
the only thing that Sorcerer's Burst does is if I roll a d8, I get to continue to roll d8s.
Oh, okay. All right. I know what that spell is.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right. I got you. Sorry, I pulled that off the board.
That's one of
Kinda
those roll for
prematurely
glory type shits. Yeah, so like if I get a d8, I can continue to roll up to my spell modifiers. So like I could roll 4 d8s potentially on this spell, even though it's just all luck of the chance. Like if I roll 4 8s, I could potentially roll 4 d8.
Okay. Okay. Red, you're up.
Okay, which one's dead?
The one at your feet.
The one in the middle, yeah.
So this guy's gone.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm gonna put a black circle of death. Okay, cool. I will come around to this side. Now that I'm flanking and have advantage, maybe I'll fucking hit. And I'm gonna shotgun this fucker in the face.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, 11 damage. And then I'm going to bonus action command the doggo to come over here and do his force rend.
Do the breath. It's a bonus action. If not, I wasted the spell slot you slept.
I mean, how long does it last?
Let me see. Touch, 1 minute or concentration.
Oh, that shit's already passed.
Oh, that's just way past, brother.
Oh,
Yep.
gross.
1 minute is like
10 turns.
10 turns in combat.
We definitely didn't go through 10.
Yeah, so if you cast it at the beginning of combat or like right before combat starts, that's a good time.
You cast it like when we were talking to the dude
Yeah.
forever ago. So 12 damage total towards the dude.
He's still up.
All right, that's all I got. I shot him in the face and the dog bit him. Dog
Yep.
didn't do much damage, but the dog bit him.
Yep. I believe it is Theoden.
All right, I'm gonna swing at him with my axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick my wiener in him. Oh, did I say that out loud?
That's
Ooh,
just gross.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
I did 9 damage.
Okay. He drops.
I'm gonna cast while they're dead on the ground. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on both of them to burn their bodies to a crisp.
We have to check for things first.
Yeah, fine.
Let's pick their pockets.
Pick
Then
their
you can burn them to a crisp. All right. Oh, I want to roll to search bodies.
Okay. That will be an investigation check.
19.
Okay. You find they each had a long sword. They each had a sap. And one of them had a pair of thieves' picks, as well as their black leather armor that they were wearing and their necklaces with teeth.
And what were the necklaces? Just had teeth on them?
Mm-hmm.
No clues?
I mean, it's got, so you would assume the holy symbol of whoever they worshipped, but
Yes.
it does not. You do not see anything, with a flashing neon sign over it.
All right. I'm going to take their armor.
Okay.
Now you can burn them to a crisp.
I'm gonna loot their corpse.
Did anybody take the thieves' tools? Or the swords? Or did you take all that?
No, I just took the leather.
I'm gonna take the thieves' tools and the 2 swords.
Okay. As you reach for the swords, the one at your feet lunges up with the sword still in his hand. You are flat-footed.
So.
And he misses.
Is there anything special about the leather armor?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, not that you can tell anyway.
All right, now I'm gonna burn them to a crisp.
Okay.
I'm going to very finely search the leather armors that I have in my hand.
Okay. How much damage does that do now?
It does 7 damage if they are not undead. If they are undead, then it's 14. Because it's radiant damage. It's 1d8, so I'd roll the 7. It's
and you burn him. You burn him up.
I'm burning both of them to a crisp, like until there's nothing left. And it's a cantrip, so I can just repeatedly cast this thing.
Okay.
Are they both burnt to pieces?
It will take a long time for you to burn them to pieces.
Okay, I want to burn them in a way where they're not going to come back to life. I'll put it that way. So, I want to do a significant amount of damage, over the course of a minute.
Like, I also have the Sorcerer's Burst cantrip. Can I just help him?
Certainly.
Burning the shit?
Yep. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing it.
And they call me a savage.
I also have Firebolt. Which, I mean, that's more of like a, it's not like a sustained gout of fire.
While they're doing that, me and
gout of fire, maybe I can call down like several scorching rays on this bitch.
Me and Sarah are gonna sneak into town.
Okay.
And have a nice dinner.
Kinky.
And I'm gonna have to think about whether I should travel with my new friends or not, because I just watched them banish undead in the most horrible way possible.
I don't know if they were undead or not. I just know that they kept coming back, so that's my defense.
Okay. After the 13th time that you take and nukeify them?
Nuke.
Well, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
I would call that nukifying.
Fair point.
Okay.
The first one that kind of rose back up shimmers a little bit and
and goes deathly quiet.
Turns into a ghost.
Bob said, I'm gonna run. I gotta figure out if I want to travel with these fuckers.
I'm fucking out. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Well, seeing as you're the only one that can talk to ghosts.
But not if you can see them. You can talk to them too.
Do I see fucking Grim going to run off?
Well, you saw him and Sarah walk through the entrance to the cemetery out into the main town. While you guys are burning the corpses of the gnolls.
I'm not needed here. I'll follow Grim and Sarah. Go.
Is he just gonna ignore the two ghosts that popped up and just walk right by him?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh wait, there's ghosts?
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
shit,
that
yeah, there is.
like a couple of times. I've said that. Well, I'm going to attempt to talk to the ghosts.
All y'all need to speak up, they, them. We got it.
They, them, and do the ghosts look friendly?
They're ghosts. What can they fucking do to you?
A lot in D&D. A lot.
They look.
I'll psychic fucking damage slap these bitches into the neck.
They look angry.
Hey, Grim.
Roll a perception check, Mr. Grimm.
Hold on.
I was going to ask if he actually went to town in real life too.
That's an 11.
You hear, "Hey, Mr. Grimm."
I didn't say Mister. I just said, "Hey, Grim."
I'm gonna look over at Sarah. and go, well, looks like me and you might be back in the graveyard again.
I haven't had this much fun in decades.
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
Fire's not fun, honey. Fire's not fun. It's kind of the end for creatures like us. So I whisper that to her. I'm gonna walk back through the damn graveyard opening.
Okay. And what you see before you is what you see before you.
I'm gonna look at one of the ghosts and be like, "What brung you here? What are you doing?"
And the other one goes,
I couldn't hear you say that.
One says dwarf, the other says dragon.
Well, it appears that I don't need to be here. They're looking for the dwarf and the dragon.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping you can help calm them down just a smidge.
Oh, stuck we are. Well, speak your piece, ghosts.
Sarah looks at you and she goes, "Good, just let the ghosts eat them."
No, I feel I walked them into this world, introduced them to the darkness. I guess I need to play mediator.
That noble trick of yours is going to get you in more trouble. You know that, right?
You're the one that made me walk back in here and said it was a great time. Do you want to maybe make it out of this and eat dinner, or do you want to run your mouth, lady?
Ooh, sassy pants, are we?
Yes, we are.
You were gonna get some, but now no.
I can talk the pants off of a light burn nun. Don't act like you gonna hold out on me, lady. I'll leave you in this damn graveyard.
Fuck.
This turned weirdly rapey, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know, right? 18.
21.
A 10.
A 10. A fucking 10.
I just have a +1 in my perception, so I'm on a roll for me. I'm having some technical difficulties.
You have a how much on your perception?
Just per +1.
Oh, we're rolling perception and not initiative?
No, it's initiative.
Oh,
okay.
Shit. I'll make my way back.
Tess got a 7. Tess got a 7.
I had +2 to initiative, I think, or +1.
Okay.
Yeah, you said +1. So
Noah?
You get a 7.
21.
Did you say 21?
Yeah, 21. 18 plus 3.
I know, I'm just fucking with you, dude.
Okay. Rag, you go first.
What? John got a 21. I got a...
Oops. Sorry. Looked at the wrong number. Go ahead.
I should have rolled for myself. I got a nat 20.
Fuck you. That's what you get for having me roll for you. No, you're up.
Mr. Theoden, what are you doing?
I mean, they haven't attacked me yet, so there's that. I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my action. And just see what happens.
As a free action, I'm going to go easy, boys. Let them speak their piece. Ask questions.
So, who sent you here? Well, I guess technically it's Jonah's turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action.
Right. You said that. So I was just. Are you planning to say anything, or are you just going to hold your action?
I'm gonna ask them, what do you want with us?
Nothing. You involved yourself in the master's work. We were trying to get away.
Who's your master, and what the hell is he doing in this town?
He is the master.
Fantastic.
And his work was to get the priestess.
Oh, does your master have tentacles sticking out of his face? Kind of look like an overgrown tadpole?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to shoot the one immediately in front of me in the face.
The one immediately to the right of Theoden there? Or that one that you just moved up on?
This one.
Okay.
Shooting in the face.
You should have advantage because of your dog and me.
Oh, I do. $18 to hit. And don't forget, my shotgun is magical.
Yep, it hits.
8 piercing damage. Magical piercing damage. Still up?
Yep.
Cool. Bonus action going to hit again.
Okay.
You said I'd take a -3 when I use my bonus action, right?
Correct.
Okay, so 19 still, even with the -3.
Yep. You still hit.
Okay, and then 9 additional points as I just point the shotgun and just unload into this ghost's chest.
Kidoki.
Is it still breathing? Not unbreathing? How do you?
I was gonna say it's fucking dead, bro. Is it still a vaporeal form?
Also, Grim, sorry about this, but if they're working for mind flayers, they're no good.
Well, even the dead that were possessed deserve to have the rights for the last ride to wherever they end up. You haven't even gave them that option yet. I believe Sodin's God might be slightly upset at the travesty that's went on here with your all's gung-ho fire blazing.
Okay, Grim, you're up.
Swear to God, if you just go in there punching, I'm going to call you a fucking hypocrite.
I'm going to ask them what's holding them to this realm. What holds you here, Ghost? What's tied you or tethered you to this plane?
There's magic.
Would you like to be released of your debt?
One cannot escape the master.
Well, one can always try. Maybe we can talk our cleric into using his holy symbols, blessing your journeys. Free you from whatever hellish torture you've been trapped into.
Perception, please, everybody.
$15.
18.
And
keep in mind, the dog cannot be surprised.
Yep. You guys notice that this ghost points down at the body that is still smoking.
How can we untether you from your bodies?
The master's magic.
Do you think a high-level blessing could release your souls?
I know not the ways of the gods.
Who was your god before your master took you?
Decay.
Decay. Ragnar, is there any temples to Decay around here?
Are there?
Nope.
No, unfortunately, there's not.
Thoradin, do you know anything of this god?
That would be a religion check.
Yep. Oh man, 8. So, not really.
It is. He is known as the battle god of the Knolls. That's all you know about him.
So dying in battle would probably be the way to go.
Yeah, they did.
Am I going to see Sarah move? Sarah, do you know anything?
Well, it's been a few years. She looks at the ghost there in front of her and says, did the master give you anything before he sent you here? Yes. What did he give you? The necklace to Decay. She picks up a little stick that's right there and finds the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of pulls it. It's stuck on his neck, but kind of pulls it up a little bit and says this. And you see the ghost kind of jerk back and forth.
I'm going to walk forward then
Okay.
to here. And I'm going to summon my packed weapon.
Okay.
And cut both of the necklaces if I can.
Okay. Strength check, please.
A 20.
Yep. You shatter the one that you're swinging on right now. And when you cut through it, you see it explode in a small amount of purple sparks.
Do we see one ghost go away?
Yep.
That appears to have freed your friend. Do you want me to do the same for you?
Yeah.
Well, tell me one thing. Where's your master going with the priestess?
To the whirlpool of time.
Thank you. And may your soul reach your God. And I'm going to try to, or well, whoever's next can try to break the next necklace if they want.
That would be test.
What's up?
Do you wish to try your hand at breaking the necklace, or
Is it like a strength check or anything? Because
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not very good at those.
He said, "I'm not very good at those."
I can do it. I've been holding my action anyway, so
Little
There you
boy,
go.
Yeah, I'm chilling. If I'm not fighting anything, I'm useless in this conversation.
oh jeez, I got a 6, so it doesn't matter, man. I don't know what is with my rolls tonight.
says the man who's rolled 420 so far?
Slightly feel bad for fucking just obliterating old boy.
Yeah, I know. Bob made me feel bad about killing ghosts.
I don't have any prejudices whatsoever, but apparently I would ruin Bob's RP, so I'm just gonna not.
Sarah reaches down and undoes the clasp on the other necklace, and the ghost vanishes. Sometimes the easiest way is the best, boys.
I didn't think about the clasp. Such magical items usually aren't removed so delicately.
Can we go eat now?
Yes. Let's take this lady to eat.
Yep. Dinner's on me.
What the fuck's an undead eat? We ain't feeding her no brains, bro.
Normal food, bro. The level of undead we are is normal food.
Then why even eat if you're undead and like can't die? Like how? What? What's the point?
The
Because we're
sheer
still
enjoyment
hungry.
of eating.
Y'all, all right. You know what? Y'all don't make no sense. Just I'm gonna go get me a fucking beer.
You have 12 bars in the area, Bob. What would you like to? What would you like?
Let's go to the fanciest place in town.
Okay.
You know, I did say I'm buying. So
I am going to cast Chromatic Orb in the fanciest place in town.
no, the fuck you're not. You don't have a diamond, bitch.
One of these fancy bitches does though, and I'm gonna get one.
I think he's saying he's just gonna steal it at this point.
I mean, is there any shops in town I can go buy a diamond relatively cheap? No.
The diamonds are like 300 gold.
Exactly.
They're 50 gold, but
Okay.
Do you expect Broke Boy to have 50 gold?
yeah.
You head up towards the castle district, and there is a restaurant there called the Singing Serpent.
That's what I call my dick.
And Red, you know this place is very noble heavy.
Are you sure you want to go here, Grim?
Would it interfere with your life?
No, but there tend to be a lot of.
Is there a pawn shop in town that I can start hawking shit in my inventory until I have 36 gold right now? Like this
There's like a pushing hawk.
There tends to be more.
This motherfucking book's worth 25 gold. I mean, I can go get me a diamond.
How do I put this? There tends to be more uppity people here.
Well, so
high or low test?
What?
Just high or low?
Number.
High.
the real question is:
There are no pawn shops open at this time.
where do you suggest that we can find a good meal with a decent view?
Good meal with a decent view. There's a couple of taverns down by the docks that I can think of.
Well,
Decent fish soup.
Then you lead the way. Is
Okay.
fish soup good enough for you, Sarah?
Yes.
Well,
We haven't had a good one since Waterdeep.
Oh, they're nowhere near as good as Waterdeep's, but they do an adequate job.
fish soup it is. By the docks
Okay.
we will go.
Okay. You get to a tavern called Mertgill's Revenge. You see, it has a kind of a pavilion outside that looks out over the ocean.
Is there any candles on any of these tables?
Yes.
Well, that's
They're in strange little glass bowls and are, kind of lit up.
That's where me and Sarah are going to sit. A place with a decent view and a nice candle.
Okay. You notice once you sit down that the glass changes color. So the light it produces is a different color.
Well, neat tricks.
A young woman comes out and says, "Good evening." She's dressed very nicely, for a quote quote dock waitress. Good evening. What can we do for you tonight?
Sure.
I want your best dinner.
Okay.
Give me 2. One for
Okay.
me and one for my friend.
Okay. That would be Merkfin chowder. Would you like bread to go with your soup?
Yes.
And what would you like to drink?
What's on the menu?
We have ale. We do have some dwarven whiskey left. We have an elven red wine that, according to the guy we bought it from, came from Mithranor.
Let's go with the wine.
Okay. And are you going to want any dessert?
How do you feel about dessert, sir?
I'm not really feeling dessert tonight.
Well, it looks as though we'll do without dessert.
Okay, very good. Your meals will be up in just a moment. It is 6 silvers and 2 coppers per meal.
And I'm going to point over to my short friend and go, that short dwarf over there said he'd pay for a tab.
Actually,
he's not allowed to run a tab. And she looks at you kind of crossly.
All right, well, I'll toss her a gold. And be like, Ragnar
didn't do shit. Ragnar's been on good behavior in this town.
Is Ragnar a dwarf? I thought he was a human.
No, I am a human, and I'm the one that told her I was going to pay.
Wait, hold on. I thought I paid my tab last time.
You didn't.
Well, what's it up to?
Charlie, what's Ragnar's tab up to? Let me pull out the book.
Dick in a bag of chips.
It's up to 66 silver.
Here, and I'm just going to toss like 5 gold pieces. Be like, first round's on me for the entire evening. I figure 5 gold will cover pretty much whatever we want to do in this place.
Yep.
Good. Just put it on the books. I'm sure I'll use it.
Okay.
Also,
did you want something to eat, or are you just drinking?
Of course I want something to eat. I'll take the stew.
Okay. Do you want bread this time, or no?
Oh, yeah, please. Lots and lots of butter.
I don't know that we have butter. We've got this stuff called goat cheese.
Ew, gross. No goat cheese.
Okay, very good.
Tell Charlie to bust up the crabs, put the shells and everything in some water, boil it until it gets nice and thick. Makes crab butter. It's great.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it spicy too.
Okay. She goes away. She comes back with 2 long fluted glasses, puts them in front of each of you, and then takes what looks like a really, really old black bottle with a cork in it. And she starts pouring it into the glasses. Can I have a perception check, Bob?
Yes. A 9.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, Ragnar has made his way into the back and is in a heated conversation with Charlie about the proper way to cook crabs.
Okay. And you go back and forth with him. He's like, I told you if you wanted to come back here and cook, you could come back here and cook. Otherwise, get the fuck out of my kitchen.
I'm just hanging out drinking a beer. All I'm saying is, if you throw the spices in the water with the crab, you get a better flavor.
Fine. Put your spices in. And if everybody likes it, then I'll pay you for the recipe.
Oh, fucking bet. Ragnar's gonna whip out his own custom season, like full on Cajun seasoning that he like keeps on his belt and shit, and just starts fucking tossing piles of shit into this water. I'm making like a full Cajun crab boil.
Okay, very good. Noah, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of sitting there, just relaxing and
the
enjoying.
Waitress comes up to you. Can I get you something, sir?
He's on my tab. You hear from the back.
What would you like, sir?
I would like some just some cold water.
Okay. Do you want ice cubes or not?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Come on, dwarf, limber up.
Sorry, Bob. I need to do this real quick. So the wine has a very not cutting smell, but it has a very robust kind of smell to it.
And when I smell it, I'm gonna look at Sarah and go, "Whoa, that'll bring the dead back to life."
And Sarah picks it up and kind of smells it, and she goes, I think it did. She takes and dribbles just a little bit of the wine on her tongue and goes, oh my.
What is it, Sarah?
Take a drink.
All right. And I will grab a glass and take after it with a little bit more gumption than she did.
Okay. As it rolls down your throat, it has a very smooth flavor profile and nice taste. But at the bottom of it, that rolls in your mouth, you can actually taste blood.
Whoa. That's a surprise.
Well, it did come from Myth Dranner.
You are correct. I wonder what critter was in here.
I don't know.
Be it a critter at all.
True enough.
Well, now that we've already crossed this bridge, let's finish your bottle.
Okay. The girl brings the bottle back and puts it on the thing and says, your soups will be out in just a minute.
And I'm going to ask Sarah, I'm going to go, how's your life been, Sarah?
Well, the last couple of hours have been better than the last 20 years.
Has it been that long?
Yes. You showed up the night of the mysteries. and then you vanished.
Can you remind me what the mysteries were?
It's when the gods fell to earth. God, you can't remember anything, can you?
No, when I was sprung back, the many times I've been brung back, it takes a toll on the brain. Sometimes it comes to me in flashes, but I have trouble putting the pieces together.
You know, if you had a wife, you might not have that problem. And she fluttered her eyebrows at you.
I don't know if I've got the time for a wife. It seems that we have quite the predicament on our hands as we speak. Something's tipping the scales in the favor of things that shouldn't be. And you know as well as I do that we can't let those scales tip.
I know. And
Is
I'm
my
not
vault open yet?
I'm not planning on leaving Neverwinter anytime soon. So I could make us a home here and you could come back. I'll talk to Dave and see if he's willing to extend the eastern boundary a little bit. There's a really nice cottage right there.
Ah, it's quite a plan. How about we get through tonight and the next couple of months before we commit to anything so stout? But being able to call Neverwinter my home doesn't sound quite bad.
Okay. Just try to come back.
That is the plan. I'm getting real tired of waking up in coffins.
Various different fucking graves.
Yeah.
Okay. Your soup comes out. High or low?
Ah.
It has a spicy taste to it, but the spice seems to you to be kind of bland.
Ah. Still good enough to chase away the bitterness of death. Not the best I've ever had, but it will do. What's your take on the soup, Sarah?
High or low again?
Low.
Used to say this dinner we're talking about.
This is probably the best fish chowder I've ever had. And I grew up in Kalimport.
Kalimport? Is that still around?
Yes. The purple dragon keeps it that way.
Oh. And with that, I'm just going to look at my soup and dig in.
Okay.
And be like, it's been quite some time since I can remember having a meal myself.
Okay, Noah. She brings you your water.
Okay.
Red, you come out with a nice big bowl and a bottle of something. You're not sure what it is. Go ahead, Noah.
Oh, thank you for the water. What is it that you all are serving tonight?
Fish chowder.
I would like a bowl of that, please.
Would you like bread or none?
Yes, I would like bread.
Okay. Do you want anything on your bread?
Cheese if you have it.
We have a goat cheese.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. Very good. One moment. Are you there, Test?
I am.
A different waitress comes up to you and says, "Hi, can I get you anything to eat, sir?"
Yeah, I just want an entire bottle of rum, for one, and then for two, just like whatever the biggest raw fish you have. Like I mean, like you see the size of my maw, right? Like, I need something like at least twice. I mean, I need something I can actually enjoy here.
Okay. For the rum, we have human, elven, dwarven, and orc rum. Which would you like?
Which is the strongest?
That is a personal choice. Most of the humans around here think the dwarven is the sharpest. I've had other patrons that are more worldly say the orc was better. I've had elves that say elves are better, but they're just natural, whiners, every single one of them.
Well, let me get a little bit. Let me try the orc one. You never know. A little bit of zug can't be bad every now and then.
Okay. And something big. Are you going to need a knife?
No, just whole fish. Don't even debone it. Literally just gonna chew the bitch.
Okay. She goes over to the book and starts making notations.
How is my crab boil coming along?
Well, so far, the majority of patrons seem to think that it's better than the normal fare.
I fucking told you, Charlie.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to give me the recipe for them spices.
All right. So here's the deal. You got to go to a sorcerer over in Waterdeep. He specializes in multiversal travel. There's this shit called Old Bay that he gets every once in a while. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And then from there, you blend in paprika, garlic, onion, lemon. Lemon is the important one.
Can't believe this motherfucker just whipped out Old Bay.
And then you have to make hot sauce. It's a mix of chilies. And then you just throw all that shit in the water until that water, if you can smell it and not sneeze, you haven't put enough seasoning in there. If you take a sniff, and I'm going to hold the pot underneath Charlie's head.
Okay.
And as soon as he takes a big whiff of it, he starts sneezing and his eyes start watering.
Okay.
That's how you know it's right.
All right.
Also, instead of making soup with it, what you do is you take prawns, shrimp, crab, scallops, whatever you got. You throw the whole fucking things into the pot. You need a bigger pot, by the way. How big is this pot? Like, how big are we talking here?
We're talking like lobster bake for size. It's almost 2 feet across.
All right. Well, this one's big enough. But you take them all whole, and I'm just going to start throwing whole crabs and shrimps in there. And as it starts to boil, like as we get through into the evening, I'm going to walk out, and I'm going to have like taken a big like scoop, kind of a strainer, and gotten all the crabs out and everything after they're cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take the little sausages and the potatoes and the corn and everything that I've thrown in there, put it all into like a big pot. I'm going to walk over to Grim and Sarah's table, and I'm like, hey, watch this. Also, pick up your glasses real quick.
I'll grab my glass off the table.
Sarah picks hers up.
Okay. Does this table have like a cloth on it?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to tip the whole pot over and lift it up, and it's going to go like full crab boil style.
Okay.
Now listen, this looks weird. You eat with your hands. Trust me. And I'm going to take my seasoning and I'm going to dust everything that's on the table, just like give it a light dusting of the seasoning.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull up a chair, grab my stein, finish it off, look to the waitress and be like, hey, can I get another one? Set it down. And I'm going to look at him and go, okay, look, here's what you do. And I'm going to take my knife out and I'm going to take the pommel end and just like start cracking legs and stuff. And then you twist them and you pull the meat out of the legs like this and you eat it. Trust me, it's amazing.
Wow. It seems neat. It's time to try. And I'm going to grab some after he breaks it to where I can spin the meat out and take a couple bites.
Okay. It is very delicious.
Well, human, I don't know where you learned it, but you're quite the cook.
Man, whatever you're on campaign, as long as I've been, you learn to pick up a thing or two. You can only make trail rations taste so good.
No, she brings you a bowl of soup and some bread with goat cheese on it.
Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome, ma'am.
I'm gonna throw
As
a
I
whole
take a
fucking,
couple bites,
I'm gonna throw a whole fucking crab at it. Yeah,
I'm gonna holler at
like,
the dwarf and get him to come over here. And I'm
Who
gonna
are you
ask
hollering
Sarah.
to?
I'm gonna holler at the dwarf.
Okay.
Sheridan. Tell him to come over here, and I'm gonna look over at Test character, which I cannot remember the name of here. Hold on. I'm gonna look over at Laufey and be like, come here. And then I'm gonna be like, Sarah, what's your opinion of this meal?
It's certainly very good.
Yes.
I have to admit, I never would have thought of eating this fare in this way.
It's different. And then I'm
Yes.
gonna let the other people talk.
I'll pick up my food and my water and move it over to the table that they're all sitting at.
Okay. Test. You see three of the waitresses come waddling over to your table.
Just struggling their heart out to carry the biggest fish they've had.
Yep. And you see them drop a bull shark on your table.
Oh, fuck, a whole ass shark.
This is the biggest that we had.
And you just see me literally just fucking whole face tear into this shit.
And then another waitress comes over and takes a bottle in a strange square glass bottle and put it next to you and said, there's the orc rum.
It's sick. Forgoes the glass and just grabs the bottle.
Oh, Jesus, kid. Have you ever drank that before?
Gives a fuck. Don't remember if I do, don't remember if I don't, but can't forget what you never knew.
Oh, you're going to be in for a hell of a headache in the morning.
It is very smooth going down. Very smooth.
Going down being the preemptive word.
The food is just very wholesome. The camaraderie is very good. Everybody feels really, really well. And everybody gets an insight.
Yeah, as soon as he starts to eat that shark, I'm running over with my seasoning and I'm just like dumping it all over that fucking shark.
Okay.
You said we get an inspiration?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'll take an inspiration, man.
What is that?
Fuck you, Charlie.
That's right next to your movement and walking speed at the top of your character. It's heroic inspiration. You just left click that box. It'll add a little sunset rise thing in there. You can use it like once during, like while you have it.
You could use it to redo a roll.
Yeah.
Or give yourself advantage.
Or give yourself
It's
advantage.
basically advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically have advantage where you get 2 rolls out of the deal. So it's better than advantage because if you get a cruddy roll, then you can re-roll and try again versus advantage forces you to do the 2 rolls. So you can save it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Not guaranteed to get you out of said rainy day, but it improves your odds.
Dramatically.
Yeah, being able to roll twice is nice.
Mm-hmm. By the way, before we leave, I want to negotiate with Charlie that I get a split of whatever he sells of the new boil style meal I showed him and the seasonings.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm improving his menu that much, I want 1% of the cut.
I'm assuming that we're getting ready to call it a night.
I don't know. Are you?
I mean, what time is it? We really didn't. We went straight to camaraderie and having a blast at the docks after massacring some fucking ghosts, man.
It's like 11 a.m.
It is about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit. So I'm going to hit on Sarah and see if I can spend the night in the coffin with a lady I haven't talked to in 20 years.
She's like, I've been waiting for you to ask. And she
All right.
grabs your arm and starts walking
And
away.
I'm going to go, see you boys. I'll catch you in the morning. Where y'all going to be?
Meet up at the stables. We'll get some horses and start going after this fucking thing.
I'll be there. And my character's just going to walk into the dark.
Yeah. Are any of the local kids running around this town?
Oh, no. Ew.
No kids in Charlie's place?
Nope.
You really got to preface why you're asking for kids at 4 a.m., brother. Like there's got to be reasons.
I was just going to send one of these little hood rat kids to get us like rations and shit. That way we're ready to go in the morning. Actually, I'll ask one of the waitresses. I'll be like, hey.
Where are all the kids at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, fuckers. Not what I meant.
Old
sure.
creepy Charlie.
I'm just saying, brother. You got like that's the weirdest request I've ever heard.
You just watched your buddy walk off into the distance with the girl
in the morning
to go spend the night, and he's like, "Where are all the children
at?" Let me finish what I'm trying to say. You fucking cock.
All right, Ragnar Jackson. Say what you got to say. Say what you chest.
Fuck you. Name's Ragnar Diddy.
Which means I require 1,000 bottles of your finest baby oil.
Waitress, is there any oil here?
No. I'm going to send one of the waitresses or one of the staff to collect rations and travel supplies and just ask them to have it ready for us in the morning. And then as soon as I get done eating, I'm going to take my bottle of alcohol and go to bed. I assume with 5 gold it paid for everybody a room and drinks for the evening.
Yep.
He's
and then I'll toss another 5 gold at the waitress and be like, hey, grab us supplies for everybody, grab packs, everything we're going to need to be on the road, and then whatever you have left over you can keep.
Okay.
So that puts me down 10 gold pieces total. I still have 40 left. I assume that will be enough to get us all supplies and everything.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to know where a guy
can buy a diamond.
And buy a diamond, yes.
You can't, because you're a cunt, and we know what you're going to do with it.
I just want to cast a spell.
Stupid dragons do stupid things.
Yeah. Dumbass dragon goes bonk in the middle of town, gets us all in a fight with the town guard.
No, so listen.
I'll pull a diamond out of my ass as soon as we leave town.
So listen. The spell component is a diamond worth 50 gold points. I just want one.
How much gold do you have?
36.
I will bought you the other fucking 14. Thank God Ragnar's lived a long fucking life, and I'm pretty sure I draw a fucking pension from the military and the town. All the bullshit they've put me through. So one good thing about us being in Neverwinter, fucking Ragnar's well known around Neverwinter.
So Charlie comes out, wiping his hands, and he goes, "All right, 5%,
10.
4."
12. Fuck you, Charlie. I bring people in here all the time. People come in here just to talk to me, and now I gave you your 2 most popular dishes.
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, please roll a
I'm
one.
talking just. I'm talking to him just like that too. Fucking 18.
You get
5.5%.
0.18%.
Fuck you, Charlie. 7.
I'm gonna walk. I mean, I feel like I could be very persuasive. I am charismatic as fuck for a dragon.
Oh God, here we go.
And I'm gonna be like, here,
Roll a
come on,
d20.
man. Like, we have to meet somewhere in the middle. Like, I mean, if you can't have any ground if there's not common ground. Like, are you kidding me?
Kid, I've known Charlie for the better part of 15 years. He's an
Never mind.
asshole.
It's a 14.
Test.
It ain't happening.
Roll a d20 for me.
It's a 14. It ain't happening.
I mean, 14 and 18 is not bad.
What'd you roll, Test?
14.
He got a 14.
Okay. What'd you get, Red?
I got an 18.
Okay. All right. 6.
6%, and if I die, the kid gets the right to the contract. And you give some to the Neverwinter Orphanage.
This kid here?
No, the kids around town, the fucking ones without no parents. Come on, Charlie. You know what I'm about.
Fine.
Apparently looking for kids at 4 a.m. I'm giving them money.
No, I fucking like half of Ragnar's pension goes to the orphanages in town, trying to help the kids out.
Hey man, you're here to help me buy a diamond. I don't give a fuck how you yuck your yum anywheres.
Ragnar's an asshole with a heart of gold.
So, Test. One of the patrons gets up and comes over to you and says, "Excuse me, sir. Did you say you were looking for a diamond?"
Si, senor.
What kind of diamond are you looking for? She has kind of an incredulous look on her face.
Just a diamond that I would need in one of the components for my spells.
Oh, you're a wizard.
I'm a sorcerer, but same difference. I'm not a scrub. I don't got
You
to work
don't know
for mine.
what the fuck you are.
Same difference. I don't have to work for mine. I'm just magic. Shit just comes out the fingers. A little bit of lightning pops out.
The phalanges.
I do the chicka-chicka and the ka-chow and a little bit of
Do I see him doing the lightning across his fingers?
Yep.
I'm gonna take one of the crab shells I've got and just yeet it at the back of his head.
She says, "Well, I have a diamond. If you would like to purchase it."
How much?
Well, if you'd be willing to take in and do that lightning trick there thing you just showed me at a party for me, I would gladly give you the diamond.
Fuck
Him
it.
like a clown,
Where are we
son.
going? All right, I got plenty of spells in my repertoire. What do you want to see? Like, I can breathe some fire, shoot some lightning. I got some like magic missiles. I can hit some fucking targets for some kids. I got alter self. I can turn into like a fucking fish. Like, we can make this happen.
Okay.
any of that is fine. My birthday party is 1 week from today.
Nice. We can make
Do I
that
hear
happen.
all this?
Yes.
Kid, don't forget, we're going after that outfit in the morning. We might be gone longer than a week.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got time. I got Misty Step. We'll figure things out.
Okay. She takes and pulls a piece of parchment out and writes down the directions to her house and says, like I said, it's going to be a week from today at this address. Are you going after the priestess? Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely. But I will be back here at my earliest convenience.
Okay. Well, if it happens that you're not going to make it back, if you could send a messenger, because wizards can do that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And just let me know. I'll reschedule my party.
Big, do I know this woman?
Give me an intel check.
God, I hate that you guys don't let me play just chaos characters. I would just fucking punk this bitch right now and be like, you can have a party when I'm damn good and ready, bitch. Give me the diamond.
I know, but I'm trying to save us problems in the long run. You said intelligence?
Yes, sir.
We're trying not to get hunted down by somebody's rich family.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is this is a noble woman you're promising this shit to, and we're gonna end up getting fucking keistered.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, you know the family name.
Oh, Jesus. Is it an important family?
It's a family of questionable legitimacy.
Hell yeah. I am going to go do tricks for the mob.
Okay. Well, I don't have a problem with questionable legitimacy. I mean, Ragnar's pretty much just about taking care of the kids. Other than that, he doesn't care how shit gets done. So.
And so what are you doing, Noah?
He's apparently having trouble coming to terms with the fact that the undead play at night.
He's having a hard time with two corpses boning in a coffin upstairs.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm.
And I did mean that pun quite literally, boning.
Since. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a place to sleep for the night.
Well, Red told you that he's got you guys rooms at the inn there.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm gonna head over to the inn.
Okay.
And get some rest before the long journey ahead of us.
Okay. Very good. Test, what are you doing now?
Oh, I am probably pissed drunk on the bar by this point. I crawled inside of the shark and I'm asleep.
Roll a performance check for bar dancing, please.
Yeah, roll at least a dex check and an acrobatics check, please.
See if you can get into the shark.
I mean, my performance. We'll see how I perform on bar dancing. I got a 17. I think I did pretty fucking good at the bar.
Nailed
it very well.
This was a Coyote Ugly moment if we have ever heard it.
And so that went great. And then
describe what you do.
Exactly. Tell us how the shimmy went.
Okay, so you just see me up on the table, like on the bar, pissed drunk, just absolutely doing like an Irish jig, sending it. Don't give a fuck. And then with just like the absolute acrobatics and dexterity of something you've never seen before, does like a double front flip, dives inside of the fucking shark, and decides, fuck it, this is the place. We die here. We sleep here. And I'm just on the table inside of the shark asleep. And that is my rationale. Hopefully one of my homies drags me to a room. If not, I'm here.
That's what I was That's what I was gonna say. Ragnar's been just thumping his fucking tankard on the bar the whole time, with all the other rowdy fuckers in this bar.
Yep.
And when everything gets done and said, I see the kid passed out on the shark. I'm gonna grab him by his ankles, flip him over my shoulder, and go, "Come on, Finn, let's go to bed, dude." Holler at the dog, and I plop Laufey down on his bed, tuck him in, and put a big tankard of water next to his bed.
I need a strength check from you first.
Looking forward.
Apparently, somebody's drunk
Okay.
a little too much. Also,
You attempt to pull him out of the shark and can't.
Ben, get your ass over here.
The dog
And I'm
comes
gonna,
over.
I'm gonna have the dog help me pull him out of the shark. what do I need to roll?
In my sleep, casts alter self and becomes smaller.
Turns himself into a goddamn crab.
Something small.
Okay. Roll your strength check there.
It's a natural one. He's stuck in that shark, man.
It's a natural what?
1.
Natural one.
The dog pulls, and you see a crab come out in his mouth.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the crab up out of his mouth. I'm gonna assume this is Laufey at this point. I'm gonna tuck the crab into bed and fucking take myself to my room and go to bed.
Okay. And the dog curls up like he always does.
Oh, I'm not sleeping on the bed. I'm on the floor, like underneath the bed, curled
Right.
up next to the
I know.
dog.
I know. You're doing that. You're doing that. And you are getting that. Okay. This will be a good spot to call it for tonight. Please tune in next week. And as more hilarity will ensue. Thank you for joining us.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
What a perfect
so-
first session of D&D.
absolute banger.
So listen, a week in game is like vastly different than like next week I don't have to show up like to that, right?
Be right back.
What do you mean?
No.
No.
Like,
All right, guys, we're going to head off for the night. Hope everybody enjoyed the session. We'll be back next week. So everybody have a nice night. Stay safe.